I'm going to pull out my notepad and begin writing something, and I'm going to rip it out. I'm going to fold it in half, and I'm going to hand it to you and say, in case I don't come out that building.
Read it then.
I'll just nod.
I'll find a secure place to put it. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Part of this was really, it still is, but part of it was really exhilarating. This is pretty nerve-wracking. This part.
I'm just going to smile. Well, Mr. Donald Wesley, if we're lucky, this is where it gets good. And I think that's a good time to take a break. Welcome back to System Exploration with our DM, Graythorn, for our second session of Name to be Determined. I feel like that's going to be a common trope anytime we're playing mystery things, is Name to be Determined, especially with Delta.
I think the general Delta Green naming is just something at the opera.
Yeah,
It's like
Night
the
at the
code name,
Opera
yeah.
or whatever. Yeah. Maybe that's how we do it, is you give a code name based on like the mission prompt. You know what I mean? Whatever.
What would be like a country thing?
What do you mean?
Night at the Square Dance?
Oh, could be. Yeah.
Night at the saloon.
Steers and...
Yeah, moving on.
I mean, there's a diner, and so we could do a play on diners, drivers, drive-ins, and
Dives and
bars. And
yeah. Also, I'm Nix, and that person who introduced
I'm
us.
Sov.
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't do that part.
Nope.
Gray, are you Gray?
I believe so.
I mean, you did introduce Graythorn. You were very clear about Graythorn.
I did introduce who Gray was. Anyways, welcome to session 2 of Night at the Diner. Midnight at Denny's.
Check this hoe down.
Yeah.
Take it away, Gray.
Square dance in the alley.
Square Dance in the Alley.
Square Dance in the Alley is actually great. Oh my gosh, I actually really like that. How about Man Bear Pig Truck?
That was my second choice.
Go ahead, Gray. Take us away.
All right, so you guys drove back to the hotel.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And you were doing something?
I did a bunch of that testing of what the new stuff that I got from the alley, which is the sticky blood, the fresh blood, the hair, the flannel. The best I could. I'm not sure if you gave me anything from the blood other than it was human blood. Or I don't know if I could even tell that. You gave me that the hair was long and blonde.
The hair was frayed.
Yes.
Uneven length, blonde.
Yeah, like it was torn.
Possibly natural. Most likely natural. It's easy to tell.
And the damage to the dumpster was from singular blows.
A large singular blow.
Yeah.
There's a flannel. I believe it was blue.
Yeah, blue flannel, frayed. Like a little square of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like caught in the wheel well.
Yeah, caught in the wheel well, kind of like the hairs. And then I'm not sure you can determine the blood with what you have here.
I'm not sure I have the equipment to get anything out of the blood.
Mm-hmm. You would need some sort of microscope and testing factors. And so
I could have said I stole more stuff from college than I did, but I didn't say any of that, so I don't have any of that.
Would you like to roll a luck check?
If you're gonna give it to me,
I'll add a penalty of +20 to it. But
sure. I'll give it a fucking shot. I just threw it out there thinking, let's see if whatever happens from saying it, but
that's what the luck check is for, baby.
All right, let's go. That is a D8. That is all right. That is the one I'm looking for. Higher is better, right?
No.
That's how this is like D&D, right?
You want under 50 with your plus 20.
87.
Yeah, you didn't have the wherewithal to steal from the college.
Yeah. I didn't think about it till just now when we were talking about like.
Well, that's why I made it so high. But even
Yeah.
even with that bonus, it would still be over. All right, so it's still nighttime. You haven't went to sleep yet.
No, I think.
I think the idea was to go to sleep after our.
Yeah, as soon as I have that done, there's not a lot more I think we could do at this time of night in the city.
Yeah.
So might as well clock in for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Take a rest.
All right.
Is it called a long rest in Delta?
Nah, I think it's just called sleep.
Take a sleep.
I don't think it's actual
I'll
resting
take
system.
one sleep,
one sleep.
please.
One sleep. All right, you both get one whole sleep.
Does a man bear pig truck slam through the door?
Not yet.
Damn it.
Give it some time.
How about a mystery blonde? Does she just appear?
In your dreams, maybe.
Oh, thank God. Everything I've wished for.
Music up.
Yeah. Do we wake up undead? Tainted?
Is there a member
Undeadified?
of the U cell inside of our hotel disappointingly looking at
Well,
us?
you are the U cell.
Oh, it's just us. There's no other people in the U cell.
It's just you guys
Oh,
right now.
well,
I'm not sure how that works. Actually, I'm not sure if you have like, you guys are U cell,
I don't know. If
and there are other U cells out there.
I don't know.
I mean, if not, there's only 26 pairs of people out there in the world.
Well, I imagine Delta Green has very low capabilities,
I
right?
mean, you can also
That's technically the lore right now.
you can also do the funny letters, like the umlauts and the you could probably do like the what's the double O? Isn't there like a name for it?
Anyways.
The A with the E melded in.
Yeah.
Schwa.
The what is it called? The A and E?
I have no
There's a
idea.
name
I think
for it.
that's a schwa.
Yeah, I mean, you're a schwa. Anyways, yes. Are we greeted with the answer to the mystery?
No.
Damn it. So we wake up.
You guys wake up alive, unmolested, not destroyed by Man Bear Pig. I mean, Ford F-150 Bear Pig.
Probably wake up,
Hashtag
do morning routines, shower and whatnot, change clothes, prepare weaponry. As this is escalating, I definitely want both of my guns on me.
Okay. Agent Upton.
I do not.
That's me.
No,
Aren't you Yuli?
Upton,
I'm-
There we go. Uli.
Yeah, you mixed those.
Uli and Upton. Agent Yuli.
I do not practice good hygiene, so I'm going to sniff my underwear and be like, "Nah, it's fine." No, I'm just joking.
The CDC married, by the way.
Welcome to Unfortunate Ones as we struggle to get back into the mood of Delta Green.
As we just fuck around for.
Anyways. Yeah. Otherwise, preparing for the day, especially with things that I have in mind, getting my guns ready and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I also have that thin bulletproof vest under my clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I feel pretty confident, and this is the third time that I have I've set up the gun to be somewhat hidden on my clothing, but I will still, as part of the routine with my special, much more into the CIA friend, to give him like the once over, make sure hands out, do a little like twist of my body, thumbs up. Everything looks good.
I think
Gun is hidden.
there's a recklessness to Upton. I think regardless of how well he has hit it, I'm just gonna go like, yeah, it's fine.
Well, let me.
Roll your choice of.
Yep.
Just roll firearms. Roll firearms.
Yep. And we're sticking with your decision.
Oh, I haven't rescinded on it. I think there was a degree in the beginning where I was perfectly happy helping out the kid, or the newcomer or whatever, to the idea of like hiding stuff and whatnot. But like as it goes on, it's like, yeah, just do it the way I told you last time.
Nope. 28. My firearms is 20.
Okay. So I mean, there's definitely noticeable bulge in your shirt.
Yep.
Where your firearm would be, but it's not like your shirt's like hanging off.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad of a failure.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't tell. Yeah, if he was waving the gun around in his hands, I would say something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I had no trigger discipline. I just have it. Just play with the safety. My finger on the trigger.
Messing with one of those new SIGs.
Oh, dude, at this point, too, there's probably a good chunk of my brain that, like, as we're about to talk and as we're setting up, part of me is kind of like, I'm a little lip smacky and a little dry mouth, ready for another cigarette. Like, ready for, like, I don't need another one. I'm good. I don't need another cigarette. I could wait.
I don't need it.
I don't need it.
I don't need it.
You would see me relatively at some point within this morning smoking within the room, regardless if it's a smoking room or not.
And then depending on how observant you are, there's a lot of times where if we're talking or looking at each other, my eyes are definitely drifting to that cigarette every once in a while.
That is on
I'm just saying, if you want to notice
ask.
it. That's if you want to notice it. I'm containing my urges right now.
I don't think Upton has much interest in holding your hands. If you want a cigarette, you could ask for one.
Yeah, I'm adding flair for the audience. So yeah, first step. Are we trying to go to the library first and then get that the document ready?
Yeah, I think.
Anything else you think might be of importance?
Think if the coroner's office doesn't bear any fruit, then we should have a more aggressive conversation with that deputy, Leland, that was at the slop house last night. I wouldn't mind flashing my badge and scaring him a little to get him not to spread awareness of what we're doing here, but
What
I think we might get more direct responses.
What might end up being useful from that too, if you want to incorporate it, is beyond just setting up a stakeout for the alley. If we got pressured Leland, like you said, and made part of that pressure in that we're gonna be staking out the alley, maybe that could be an option too. If nothing comes up the coroner or Leland,
Stake out the alley.
stake out the alley if anything does happen. And if you pressured Leland, be like, we're a higher authority, then we have reason to stick around and
It
without
does.
having too many questions asked.
Well, I don't want everybody to know that I'm CIA.
Yes,
Considering we're not operating as CIA and CDC here.
but we can at least openly stake out when Leland's in charge.
True. But, that's also a relatively high risk of time. Considering there's only been 2 incidences, and they were a fair few days apart.
I'm
You could stake that place out for weeks and maybe nothing would happen.
for sure. I just know that if this is in my mind the last of resorts. If nothing comes of the corner, if nothing comes of Leland, we have no other moves to make. The alley is the place where the crimes and the incidents seem to be happening. And if we at least had a means of being able to at least openly stake out the alley, it at least gives us an option. Maybe we could do stuff on the time where Leland is not the one looking after it.
All right. Certainly a possibility. Let's get out of here. Let's head to the library. I have a document to make, and then we will get ourselves over to the corners.
Sounds good.
Let me do the introductions there, and
I
then
would imagine so. If you need my C2C in for some reason as part of your convincing, feel free to use it, and feel free to flash my badge.
your badge. I know I asked in person. It's been a while since we've played. What was your character's name? You did tell me it previously. Your actual name.
My actual name. Did I tell you it?
Yes.
Riley.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
because I don't have to give your last name, but if you're going to use your actual badge.
Oh, last name would be Grant.
I don't think I know it, and it doesn't matter. I can introduce you as Riley, and if you have to flash your badge, if the person asks to see it more clearly, your name should match.
Yeah. True.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, you guys head out to the library.
Somewhere in like halfway through that drive, I'm probably going to ask Upton for a cigarette. And then just smoke it.
Can I roll a perception check now, retroactively, to see how much I've noticed him jonesing?
Yeah. Human, I think.
Or is it obvious enough where I wouldn't have noticed it?
Oh, what's your human int?
50.
50? Yeah, probably.
Okay. I think I'll have a pretty big smirk as I reach into my shirt pocket and pull out the Marlboros and hand them over. Totally freely. Absolutely. I don't even hand you a cigarette. I just hand you the pack and the lighter.
Oh, yeah.
Like I've been waiting. I think the impression you would get is that I've been waiting all morning for you to finally ask.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Or do.
Or do and be direct and ask people for the drugs directly, you know? Use your words. Getting to the library, immediately I would want to use a computer.
Mm-hmm.
I would want to use, I guess, what is it? Oh, it's 98, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Office 98, Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to do my best to, I imagine I'd be relatively tech savvy. Not good at tech, but relatively enough for like something common like that, considering my background.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to do my best to replicate a CIA header, so it looks like an official document, and it being basically a confidentiality agreement.
I would give you that with your skills. Do you have anything in bureaucracy?
Bureaucracy 60.
Oh yeah. Yeah. With your background and your bureaucracy skills, you can definitely make one of those at least look as official as possible.
Sure. Absolutely.
I was going to say something. His skill is better at it.
Yeah.
Now, I imagine the CIA is like a proper badge, right?
What do you mean?
Like a actual...
Like silver...
Like a shield.
Like a shield.
Like an actual shield. I imagine the CDC is more like a laminated thing.
I believe so, yes.
Cool.
I probably, knowing me, I have some level of like, it's probably, pocket protector, like it probably has a little flap to it.
Well, my thought is, if we could doctor the name on that so that it is, well, I don't know why I'm looking at my sheet. Donald.
You want to doctor his laminate badge?
Yeah, I imagine it could slip out, so yeah, why not? And then you don't have to give your real name.
Why Donald for you?
Because that's what I've been calling you around town the whole time.
Oh, sure.
No, I'm gonna rely on the check to do my flashing of a CIA badge and not get caught. I'm gonna rely on that check. But for you, because it's more possible.
If you feel confident to be able to do it.
I imagine I've doctored documents in my time. I have like 3 fake passports on me.
Well, you probably got those.
I did probably get those, but my point is more so, and I'm fine with rolling for it, but my point is more so along the line of, I imagine there's a level of what I did of probably in various countries needing documents on the fly and whatnot. While like perpetually undercover.
Yes, I'm surprised there's no forgery skill. I would let you do it with your bureaucracy as well.
Okay. Come on, Bureau. I got 0, 0, and a 9.
That's a 9.
That's a 9?
Mm-hmm. Or 19.
Am I the guy that makes badges for the CDC?
I mean, I would give 009 a 9.
Yeah, it's a 9. 19 would be a 10 and a 9. Yeah, you can get his laminate. If it's like completely laminated, you could probably just like get some scissors and cut somewhere on the backside and just peel it out, and then.
I imagine it's more like a pocket laminate.
I wouldn't be sure.
Either way, a 9.
Yeah.
I'm able to do it in some manner.
Yeah, you take a look at it. You have an idea of what it should look like.
Okay. Your name is now Donald Wesley.
Cool.
All
right.
And you got your fake confidentiality thing.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do here in the library?
No, I think we're going to the corners.
All right.
And I shoot up the library before I leave.
As you should.
Dual wielding. I miss every shot.
All right. So now you're going to the coroner's office.
Yeah.
All right. In a small town like this, it's probably attached to the morgue itself rather than the actual police station. It probably wouldn't be too far away though, but you can find it easily.
That's better not being at the police station. So I would like to make sure that my CIA badge is in my back pocket for reasons.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to reasons in a bit. Okay. Yeah. We arrive there. As we're walking in, things I will need to know. I need to know how many people are here. Overall, I would like to get a read on them as a person so I know how to talk to them. And then visibility from the street.
Visibility of...
As in, if I'm hanging out in the front while Mr. Donald Wesley is in the lab, how visible is it that I am a stranger is babysitting what I imagine is a known local?
Okay. Before that, I need a power cable for this thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so as you arrive, and you're doing this in the morning, like what time of day?
I mean, it would have been one of the first things that we do. I don't know if there would be a way to double check or to know when a coroner's office would be open.
During government hours.
Yeah, so as early as you could get to a business like that, so like 9 a.m.
Hmm? Yeah.
I imagine Mr. CIA in Bolivia man over here probably wakes up at 5 a.m. and just waits till I get up.
I don't know. I did some math. Is it charging?
I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. It's good.
So yeah, we show up at like 9.
All right. You show up at 9. It's not very busy. You might see like one person exit. They look like they'll definitely be a sheriff. The morgue is attached here. It's probably the morgue for the entire town. So you might see some random civilians here and there coming in. Not looking too happy, I imagine, because no one goes to a morgue happily, I assume.
I mean, I would follow the guy who is happy and ecstatic about going. Hey, what did you do? What were you involved in?
As from the visibility from the street, I would say there's a small sort of walkway, some bushes. You got a building that kind of looks like a government school building-esque, like plain, like light brown with a little awning. But you can definitely be seen from the street. There's a little bench you could sit on by the door. People will see you if they pass by, but it's not going to be too inconspicuous.
Sure. I'm assuming windows.
Mm-hmm.
Are there blinds that are currently open, allowing
Yes.
you to see from the street? Okay, that's fine. And then, you said there's people going in looking unhappy?
There's a couple people, yeah.
Okay. I think I can't imagine a small town morgue is very popular, so I think we would wait until those people depart.
All right.
Upton has undying patience, so I think it doesn't really matter how long that would take.
45-ish minutes pass. That same two people that entered are now leaving. Still not too happy with the looks on their face, but they're gone.
Okay. Understood. Well, Mr. Donald Wesley, are you ready?
Let's go.
All right. We'll head in.
Okay. You head on in. There is a front desk. There's some places to sit. There's a water cooler with those little dispenser, like with the cone
cups.
Shaped cups. And, there is a older man, maybe about his 60s. Gray hair, chrome dome, with the hair going around the sides like that.
Sure.
He doesn't look like a coroner, mostly because he's sort of dressed up in like the button up with the khaki pants and belt, nicer shoes. And he looks at you, oh, morning. Yeah. Well, what brings you here? You don't look familiar.
And I assume this man is the only man in the room.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't look like a coroner.
No.
Okay. Morning. How are you? He's going to reach out his hand to shake hands with him.
You reach out. Are you here to visit any recently departed?
Unfortunately, yes. On business. I assume there are other people that work here.
Oh, I have an assistant at the nighttime, but I am the sole proprietor of this place.
Understood. Pleasure to meet you. Name's Carl. I'm going to go to shake his hand.
Jacob Winslow.
And this is my associate here, Donald. I'm going to turn to Donald. This is a whole collected motion. I'm going to turn to Donald while introducing him. I'm going to pull up my shirt, revealing my holstered gun while pulling out from my back pocket my CIA badge. So I am flashing my gun and my CIA badge as I pull out the CIA badge. And as I said previously, I am going to flip it open, intentionally covering up my name. I know instinctually where my name is on this badge, not covering up anything else.
Yeah, you're doing the rush hour.
Yeah, I'm doing the rush hour. I flash it, and I'll say, CIA, and then I will immediately close it. And my associate here is with the Center of Disease Control.
So he has this look on his face when you came in and when he spoke to you and shook your hand. And he has a sort of like soft, sort of calm demeanor, like someone who's trying to invite you into this place that might not be too fond or might not provide fond memories for whoever might walk in.
Of course.
And then you do your spiel and he kind of gets taken aback a bit, like, whoa, yeah, you're here on some kind of business.
Unfortunately so. Don't worry, none of it has anything to do with yourself, but it might have something to do with some of the residents of your building.
I see. Does this have to do with that Lawson fella?
It does, as well as the more recent Jimmy.
Jimmy too?
Potentially. Neither of them are necessarily suspects, but potentially a byproduct. In any case, my associate here is going to need to witness and run some tests on the bodies if they are still intact. But before we get to any of that, what was his name? He just introduced himself.
It was Jacob Wilson.
Yes.
Jacob Wilson. Okay. Mr. Wilson, do you ever take lunch? Maybe put a sign on your door?
Yeah.
closed back in 15?
Of course, every day at 12.
Would you feel comfortable taking lunch?
Well, I should be there with the body they are interned to me.
Of course. I more meant closing shop for a few minutes.
So you can do your business, I assume.
Yes, sir.
Well, I suppose, seeing as you are CIA, which is, never thought I'd meet someone like that. FBI, maybe. Maybe DEA.
Well, for most, you don't want to meet any, but in a job like this. In any case, if you wouldn't mind putting on a closed for lunch sign and showing my associate to the bodies.
I can do that, but before we go, do you have anything that, might officiate your business here? It's not often that the federal government just comes into a small town like this.
I'll pull out my badge again, or maybe never having put it away, but this time not opening it. Well, beyond my shield, I can tell you that what we're dealing with here is relatively confidential, but you have the name of myself and Donald. Would you present your badge as well?
Sure.
Give a little confidence to the man.
I will follow his lead, and I will kind of reveal my gun as I pull my bag from my pocket. No, I'm just joking.
I'm with the CDC.
The whole time he said it, I was like, oh God, please. As I have my badge in my pocket to flash the gun in my chest, around my armpit, be like, huh? No, but I'll pass over my CDC badge, or I'll open it, letting him look at it. There's been a couple things that identifiers that I have come across from looking into the alleyway that has sent a little bit of flags going where I needed to look at these bodies.
You're from the CIA. I understand looking at crime and stuff. But you're from the CDC?
Yes.
Is there anything that I should be worried about having worked on these things?
Potentially. I think my friend will determine that once he's able to have seen the bodies, but I assume you have fair practice of washing your hands and sanitizing and the like.
No,
if anything,
of course.
If anything comes up, I will let you know, because among yourself, I would also have to be quarantined. I'll start kind of rummaging through my stuff. I'll pull out some of the old paperwork that I have from like the lab test, because of course I'm gonna have that on me. I'm just kind of start rummaging through, like probably even holding it a little bit of an angle where he can look at it from his place, but not maybe in that much detail.
He might kind of like nervously eye what you're flipping through.
Yeah, like all the just the results from all the
it's
stuff.
all just lab reports.
It's all lab reports. It's all whatever. As I make the comment of like, I will be quarantined too, and I was just like almost like looking away from it and not paying attention to him anymore.
All right. Now, I'll show you to where they're being kept, and I'll just come follow me.
Yeah. As we're walking, like, do you have what is it called again? What's the protective? What do you call it again? The like gloves and all that.
Latex gloves and
there's a name for it.
Protective gear.
Yeah.
Protective gear. Before he moves on, I will say, well, if you could put that sign in the front so that we are not bothered.
No,
also,
of course.
I do have a document to present to you.
I was going to remind you.
I am going to pull out the confidentiality agreement. Now, if this amounts to nothing, in a week's time, our presence here is going to be public anyways, and that would void anything signed in this document. But while the investigation is going on, as I said, it is confidential. So we would appreciate it if you would read over and sign this confidentiality agreement, and at least for a week's time, keep it a little bit quiet. as we don't want anybody intruding or not intruding. Interfering. Thank you. Interfering with the investigation.
I understand. Let me just put that sign up and close all these blinds. And I got a pen here somewhere.
As he's like about to read the like document, about to sign it, like the whole time I'm looking at these documents, I will just say out loud, not even looking towards them. What level of PPE do you have around here? The personal protective equipment, like gloves and all that.
Plenty of latex, recently sterilized.
Okay, good.
Do you need something for your face? We got that too.
Thank you. We'll need that.
He'll sheepishly sort of start, drawing all the blinds.
I'll say that right at the timing, right when he's about to sign.
Put the sign up. It's like you need 15, or should I put more? Or as he starts to like move the dial on the little like clock sign that you'd see.
I think to be safe, let's give it a good 30, and then hopefully I can wrap up my business faster.
All right, 30, you got it. And he'll flip the sign, put it up on the front door. He's like, pen, and he'll go and get a pen from behind the desk, and he'll look over the thing. He doesn't stop to like read it through thoroughly, and just he'll sign it. It's all right. This is the way, Mr.
Donald.
Mr. CDC.
Donald. You can call me Donald.
Sir Donald. All right. And he'll lead you down the hallway. He's like, well, this is the morgue side of things, where we just usually store bodies that are prepared and ready to be interned, and he'll keep walking and go down to like the second half of the building, and then you'll enter like the proper, I don't know what to call it, like the actual morgue part where they do the draining of the blood, formaldehyde,
sure,
maybe touching up, and then this is where we do most of the work, and over there is the freezers. You'll find the bodies in there. You got, it's just the two, and actually three. Just who you need to look at?
I need to look at Mr. Lawson, Mr. Jimmy
Downs.
Mr. Jimmy Downs. Yeah, that'll be table number 1 and table number 3.
And I imagine you have some amount of microscopes and some.
Yeah, we got some here. We don't have any proper testing tools, so we usually send those off.
I have my like quick kit, as I'll probably put like, where's that at?
Right this way, right this way, and he'll lead you to the other side of the room.
I'll put like in that room. I'll start kind of taking out some of the stuff I have, some of the various little like vials and different things and.
If you need me, I'll be in my office. It's just behind the front desk. I'll let you do your job.
If you just direct me to where those bodies are and the equipment.
He'll go and he'll go to the actual freezer slabs first, and he stops. Protective equipment. Mm-hmm. And he'll go over to like there's a place where you can sit down, like a little desk, bunch of like some ledgers that you can write in and stuff. And so we got gloves here, we got the surgical masks here. Got a face mask, a big old plastic one if you need it.
Might not need that much, but at least some basic form of face cover.
Here you go. Just when you want to dispose of them, you can just toss them over here in this bin.
Start gearing up.
All right.
You mind if I join you in your office?
Sure.
I just have a few questions.
Of course. He'll right this way.
But he directed me where the bodies were. Right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go there.
Mm-hmm.
Rack out.
You open 1 or 3?
Did he say names?
Lawson is 1, Jimmy is 3.
I'll open up Lawson first.
Okay. You open up Lawson's freezer slab. I'm not sure if there's a proper name for it.
I don't know. All I know is I saw Mortuary Assistant, that video game. It's that little fucking rack that you put the bodies in. Like, that's the most extent I have to knowing what this looks like.
CSI.
I wasn't a big CSI guy.
Shame. Yeah, you open the door, you pull out the slab, and you'll see one hunk of corn-fed mass that was once known as Lawson Harrison.
Jesus Christ, this is a big
He is a big boy. He is muscular. He has tattoos up and down his chest. Half of his head is, in fact, missing.
Half?
maybe not half, but like
A good chunk of it.
a good chunk of his head. Like he has his right eyeball, and like maybe his nose is hanging on by like a thread. Half his face and like the top part of his left side of his teeth are all kind of missing.
Thank God that Upton took the corner to his office, correct? Because there will be a natural
Well, as that happens, please roll me a sanity check.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
This is the first time you've seen a dead body?
This up close, yes, probably.
Okay.
No, I've dissected bodies. I've seen
Cadavers.
I've seen cadavers, and I play with cadavers.
But you've never seen a violent
a
death.
violent death is. I think.
Yeah, it's
I
a
think
little
would be
much
different.
less controlled
I think it would be
environment.
way
Yeah,
different
I'm
than-
gauging the dice I'm gonna use to damage you with.
Yeah, because it's again seeing a dead body. I
mean-
don't think is the big deal.
If I may, DM to DM, be a little bit lenient
Yeah, you don't gotta worry about it.
until it gets to Jimmy.
So it's an 11 crit. So 11 success and crit.
You take 1 point of sanity.
I put that. I think I think my what I'm gonna register for my character is like I was gonna say something, but the moment passed. Is if there was any time where like the corner was walking around and as like the things I've done seem to have worked on this corner, I would have looked back at my friend and been like wipe the sweat off my brow, like this is working. So I think the adrenaline of this just worked, and like that moment of seeing this, and my ability to be to like retch it out, it's like, but also in that moment being like, I've seen this. I've dissected a human body before. I've seen dead corpses. This isn't that crazy, but it's still surprising. I took the 1.
All right. So, like I said before, you got this
Not blonde.
big guy, head shaved. Probably pretty difficult to determine what his hair color is because of that. But half of his face is in fact missing. His remaining eyeball looks like it was kind of just placed back onto the socket.
Sure.
If you move the body a bit too much, it might roll
That's fine.
into the cavity that was his skull.
Is there anything? I'm gonna take this back to my moments in college, where I'm just like gonna psych myself up to be. This is a dead body. I'm examining it. I'm examining what I can. The damage on the like outside, like the tissue next to the eye and the skull and everything. Could I make any kind of determination of what could have caused this damage? Could this potentially have been blunt force? Is it something from like something sharp? Is there like imprint, like gouge marks from like particular points in the damage? Or does it just look like blunt, like a sledgehammer hit this thing?
There is,
I believe, a Ford F-150.
a decent amount of bruising on the right side of his face. Or
Sure.
the intact side of his face.
Sure.
But this, because of the crushed or the fragmented parts of his skull that remains, it does look like it was blunt force trauma.
Okay, so this was potentially one big hit to his head.
And then on the rest of his body, you can notice there are various tattoos that would be reminiscent of the Aryan Brotherhood. And all along his body is bruises and abrasions. Not a lot of like torn skin, but just like
Bruises.
You can see like deep bruises, like the deep purple bruising that's kind of like turning green at this point because the body has been dead for quite some time.
Yeah. And this is outside of just normal damage.
Yes. And on the, I'm not sure where he'd keep it, but I'd figure you'd find it just by being around here. There will be the mortician's notes or the coroner's notes.
Yeah, I'll if I can. If not, I would probably go over to his office and ask if I can't immediately see.
Yeah, I
on a
assume
wall
that
or
they'd be
something.
like on the tray.
Yeah,
or something like that. Kind of like
I imagine they're in a relatively convenient,
like a doctor's
location.
chart on a patient's bed.
Yeah.
It mentions that his death is more similar to being hit by a speeding truck than being the victim of an assault.
Yeah, man, big truck.
And noting all the damage here, the bruises, the He thinks that nothing that this kind of damage could have been done by anything. No. Noting that this kind of damage could only be done by someone bigger and meaner than Lawson. Actual words, not very professional. And maybe with a weapon like a metal bat or sledgehammer, neither of which were determined to have been used. There are more notes talking about fractures in his arm. His spine was almost completely broken, maybe down just above the lumbar region.
Is there any description of what he looked? Well,
Mugshots. You've seen mugshots.
yeah. Is there pictures or descriptions of when he first came in? Of what he like? I don't know if they have what he was dressed in.
His effects might be around here. He probably has it listed.
Yeah, if you does the blue flannel.
Blue jeans, blue flannel shirt with a wife beater underneath.
Okay, so the blue flannel. If I'll swing by when I can where they would store, maybe ask where the objects were, to see if it's the same kind of blue flannel. But I assume.
You'll find a box labeled evidence.
Okay, it's the same kind of blue flannel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, go to Jimmy.
Okay.
Do the same thing. I'll probably if now knowing I'll probably approach the notes first and then rack out Jimmy.
Hold your breath.
I'll give myself a prep for a second to be like, I'm gonna see something crazy probably. I'm gonna open it up.
So, the notes are. Give me a SIGINT.
What is SIGINT?
Like signal intelligence.
Oh yeah, it's you would maybe have something in that?
SIGINT or forensics will do.
Oh, my forensics is 80.
Okay. No, you don't need to roll that.
I only said that because if potentially I can get out of a roll, but if you want me to roll,
No. It's nice when you guys tell me what the skill is.
My SIGINT is nothing. I got a 0.
SIGINT wouldn't matter. SIGINT, I don't think applies here. I think there needs to be a few more skills in this game.
It's already like 40.
You notice almost immediately that the handwriting for these notes are different from the set of notes on Lawson's case.
Is there a name attached to this?
No. There's a sloppy signature.
Because I know that he said he has an assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Is the signature is different on both?
Yes.
This one is sloppier.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll
definitely notice that.
From reading the report, it says that his body showed no signs of blunt force trauma, had some lipstick smeared across his face, along with his neck where a bite mark was found. He was found severely dehydrated and smelled of alcohol. Cause of death was sharp force trauma to the neck. And then you pull out the body, and you will see a man, much more handsome than Lawson, not as big as him, probably still around like 5'10". He has light brown hair, blue eyes. He seems emaciated and very pale. There are no signs of bruising anywhere on his body, but there is a puncture mark on his neck.
A singular puncture mark?
Singular puncture mark.
Jeez, I was about to fucking look for a wooden stake in this fucking...
Bro, as a player, I have suspicions of what is going on.
Nothing else is just a puncture wound in his neck that stands out, and his emaciated corpse. Can I feel around his body, like, to see if there still feels like there's internal, or I don't know if the coroner would have opened that up.
He already has the Y scar, so he's been opened up before.
And did the coroner make any notes of like potentially missing organs or anything?
You can flip through the pages. It says all his body parts are there and intact.
Okay. Nothing stood out about his internals?
They seem to be smaller than they should have been.
Okay.
And aside from any family medical history, he can't determine whether that's normal for him.
I'm going to put that down real quick. I'm going to go back to the notes on Lawson and see if there's anything like that in his notes.
You look around.
I'll look at his neck too.
His neck has a particularly strong bruise, kind of like his face. There's a right around, not on the side where his face is caved in, but he has what looks like a more circular bruise here.
But the organs?
As far as the coroner can tell, seem like a normal. Big organs for a big guy.
Okay. Go back to Jimmy.
Okay.
How long have I been here?
10 minutes.
Okay, good. I mean, he's been cut open. I'm not part of me literally for a second did worry about like undead, but he's been cut open and his fucking organs looked at.
You
also,
can.
That's me as a player, not as a.
As you further inspect the body, you can tell that his fingers in his right hand are broken, and that hand is crushed, completely crushed. Like,
really?
if you touch it, it's not gonna hold up at all. It's gonna be a little.
You said his right hand?
Yeah, like a bag of rice.
Jeez.
See, there is an extreme bruise and fracture on his right bicep, and it looks vaguely hand-shaped. So you got like, maybe like this like one big pad and like another prong where the thumb might have been.
So something gripped on him tight and sucked him up.
Also give me, this time I'll ask you for a forensics check.
Okay. Ooh, that's a really bad one. 98.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Wow.
Bad roll.
Maybe it's nerves. You know, you just went through this massacre that was Lawson. Now you got this strange sort of.
Yeah, it's also like the weird unconnection between the two where they don't seem to have died in the same way, but whatever did kill them is very strong. Because crushing this guy's hand, leaving a bruise on his bicep, that weird fucking sucking his neck thing is strange. And potentially something tried to suck Lawson's neck or do something to his neck, and he fought him off until they killed him.
I have a question.
What's up?
How much supernatural stuff am I to assume exists within the world of Delta Green? I assume it's 1998 in the real world and all of pop culture exists.
Yes, well, this is like the height of satanic panic.
Yeah.
So it's more of like a superstition thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't actually know of any of it, but like,
But then you also had your background with the guy who found this weird metal cube and decided to turn undead and shoot his entire crew.
I know that supernatural exists. We would know that supernatural exists based on.
I only have suspicions.
Yeah, yours is a little bit less
I don't have a direct evidence. I found something that was super fucking weird.
Yeah.
And then I have a parent that went missing from some event.
Yeah.
And their notes and their whatever, they were like super occulty.
Yeah, but separate from that.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Frankenstein's Monster is a book that has been written in this world. Dracula is a film that I would have seen. Okay.
I mean, that's probably what, as the in-world excuse for why I rolled poorly is I'm getting like again still wanting to look for a wooden stake to put in this man's heart.
Yeah. Well, that's why I want to I have assumptions based off pop culture, but also the same pop culture that literally I have, these people would have. The only downside really is that Al Gore seems like a reasonable person in this timeline. He hasn't yet descended into Man Bear Pig. Otherwise, I'd know what's going on.
I don't think Jimmy would, but any significance to tattoos or anything like that on Jimmy?
No tattoos.
I was also gonna make this joke about mortuary assistant, where on Lawson, if he had like a demonic sign on him, that's the whole thing with like.
Aryan Brotherhood, like their occult symbols.
Yeah, but
Might have a black sun somewhere.
probably. Broken hand, bruised bicep, sucked out. Anything in his like teeth, gums, tongue, anything in there that looks strange?
His gums look like they've receded quite a bit. Either heavy drug use or some other strange fuckery, or
there's some level of life essence has been sucked out of this man.
yes, like even his gums look a little withered, like more jerky like.
Yeah, as you say, or as kind of going down that path of thought, is there an age on his coroner document, on his whatever?
26.
26. Does he look significantly older than that?
I want to say older.
Yeah, like significantly or just older?
He doesn't look old. He just looks shriveled,
Yeah.
emaciated.
Emaciated, yeah.
Yeah, emaciated, but beyond emaciated, like like
yeah, wrinkles, but they're not like the wrinkles of age.
they're just the wrinkles of emaciation.
Yes.
Okay. I was wondering if there was like some tell to be like something else, like he, like again, like literally something aged him, other than being, starved.
I mean, his hair's a nice natural color, as far as you can tell.
Is there anything around the edge of the puncture wound? I mean, he's probably been treated already by the.
What do you mean by?
Like, is there anything like noticeable around how the puncture wound looks? Does it just look like it looks almost surgical? Like it's a very clean puncture wound, or does it look jagged or misshapen in some way?
Do you have any magnifying glasses or?
I'll check in the coroner's equipment to see if he has. I mean, I imagine I have some level of magnification, nothing crazy, but I'll see if he has something.
Yeah, you could find something.
And I'll go and I'll look.
Um,
I'll also grab a swab while I'm in there to swab it.
The puncture looks somewhat clean, but you wouldn't think this was done with any sort of weapon, like a dagger or an awl. It looks like there's still that sort of like tear kind of around the skin.
It isn't sharp medical equipment that did this.
No, it was not.
Yeah. Okay. I'll swab it too. Just, I don't think I'm going to get anything. He's been fully drained and cleaned. But I imagine the swab comes back pretty clean. Other than maybe like some level of formaldehyde or some like preserving agent maybe on the
Give me
swab.
another forensics check.
Yippee! Oh fuck. That's the guy. Jesus, man. I'm glad this one passed, but still 70.
Unlike with Lawson, you don't really get that whiff of formaldehyde as you're near this body.
Really?
Yes. It's a particular sort of medical
Don't look at me,
smell,
brother. I'm not there.
and you don't get that from him
At all. I don't get any of that from
at
him.
all.
I look at the notes. Do the notes have any indication that there was like a checklist on the notes about like the procedure of preserving the body?
There's not.
Can I open up the eyes of Jimmy? Is there any reaction?
There's no reaction, but his eyes are shriveled, like if you sucked all the water out of a grape.
But there's no like. I mean, I guess you wouldn't put stuff in the body if it was completely dried out. I'll ask the coroner.
Okay.
When I get to that. I will go to the office and I will use the equipment he has available to look at the blood swabs that I got earlier.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything I can make from that other than noting that they're human blood, and I don't know what information I could get from it.
What day is this in town? It's day 3 or 2?
3?
3. The blood has kind of gotten a little sticky and stale, but you can tell that this is in fact human blood.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what else I can give you with this, unless you have anything.
I mean, I probably have some level of agents I can mix with it, but the most I'd want to tell is if it's human, not porcine like the other one. Can I put the hair under a telescope? The blonde hair?
Yes.
Does this also look like human hair?
Yes.
Huh. And the blue flannel for sure is the same. I'd also look at the clothes that Jimmy came in. Imagine something completely different than the blue flannel.
It's like that. Is flannel the pattern, or is it the material?
I think it's often confused, but I always consider flannel like almost a mixture of both, where it is the pattern.
So he has like that kind of pattern, but it's red and it's more of like a thinner cotton button-up shirt, as opposed to Lawson's, which is more of a thicker cotton.
I imagine the scrap I got was, well, because it's not red also. But both of them had like a flannel material?
It's Texas.
True. Well, I said the fucking flannel alley killer.
Texas 98.
No, I mean, yeah, it checks out. All that checks out. I don't know why I asked.
Somebody here being avid flannel wearer once in his life.
Dude, I wore so much flannel for a long time. Jesus Christ.
I love flannel.
I loved it. It was, anyways, fuck, what do I do with this? Fuck, is there anything else I could potentially glean from these bodies and what I have, else I could look at? I have the hairs. There's no markings around the puncture wound, right? Was it just bruising?
Bruising and the circular pattern.
And the circular pattern is similar to Lawson's.
Thinner. It doesn't look like it was as rough, as hard.
Lawson's.
Lawson's is heavier.
Lawson's is heavier.
Heavier, no puncture.
No puncture. But a similar size of circular bruising.
Yes.
And Jimmy has no blunt force trauma.
None. Except for the crushed parts of his body.
I'm sorry. He has nothing like Lawson. Is there anything I'm missing here? Am I trying to dig too deep? I don't really want to extend past 20 minutes or so. I imagine I'm probably coming close to that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will begin to close up stuff and put things away. Throwing away the trash. Probably even bundling up to kind of keep up the ruse. Like, tie up the trash bag. Leave my equipment out. Probably go fetch the corner. Knock or open the door, or if it's an open door already.
It's slightly ajar.
I will lean in. What's his name again?
Jacob Wilson.
Yeah, Jacob.
Before that,
yeah.
Agent Upton, what were you and Mr. Wilson doing during this 20-ish minute endeavor?
I didn't want to interrupt earlier, but I did want to have done this before we left the front lobby. But as we go into the office, trying to do the classic cop thing to reassure him, I will have 2 water cones, and I will hand him a water cone and immediately try to get comfortable in the office.
Okay.
Well, I do have a few questions about the bodies.
Yes, of course. Just sit where you like, and he'll sit down behind his desk. It's a nice, fancy little, walnut desk. Has a bunch of baubles on it. Has his name and a little plaque.
Other than looking like they were hit with a freight truck, anything strange you found in either of the bodies or your assistant?
Well, I haven't really looked at Jimmy since he arrived, which is a quick pass over. My assistant took care of him. But Lawson, like you said, looked like he was hit by a freight truck, and half his head was missing. That took a bottle to get through. Scotch, not formaldehyde. Broken, battered. Not much else I can say. Like, he was either hit by a truck or thrown around by a bear, but ain't no bears wandering around here.
No strange discoloration or rot or anything indicating any level of disease or the like?
No, I can't say. I know he had himself some bad teeth, but that's normal. I imagine he was using his supply.
Based on the amount of time that Mr. Downs has been here, I'm assuming that it was your assistant that looked him over?
I was lucky to be in the office when Lawson came through. I'm not usually here at nighttime, but I wasn't here for when they brought in Mr. Downs. I believe the officer that night was Leland. And from what my assistant told me is that he handled most of the process, and he's good at what he does, so I just let him do his thing.
Your assistant, you've known him for a while?
Just about 5 years now. Okay. I imagine he'll be taking over the place when I retire.
Oh, know him that well?
Been to a couple family outings. Good kids.
Good. I imagine, despite your signature on that paper, you're going to want to talk to someone. I would say no one outside your assistant, at least for now.
Not even the sheriff?
At the moment, no. CIA and local law often butt heads, and that would interfere with the investigation. There is a multi-step plan to bring them into the fold, but we want to make sure that this is what we've been tracking throughout the nation.
Throughout the nation?
You didn't think it would be so local and have the CIA involved, did you? I'll kind of give a chuckle.
Well, I was hoping it would have been something small, I guess.
Well,
he looks around. He starts to sweat just a little bit. Scotch? As he reaches under his desk and pulls out two tumblers and pours himself one.
I will nod and then say, cigarette?
Mighty kind of you.
As we sit there with the scotch and cigarette. Now, I wouldn't worry too much. This could potentially be unrelated. And even if it is related, I think your standard PPE is enough to keep you safe from what it might be. Also, it has a trend of just passing through. So I don't estimate that you will get another body in your office here. Though, if you do, it probably would only be one more if it happened before this passes out of your town.
3 deaths in a week, maybe 2. That's 3 unnatural ones at that. That's people are gonna be worrying.
Most certainly. Well, we're hoping this is unrelated, being frank with you, but it does match some patterns. In any case, anyone strange come around asking to look onto the bodies? I know at least Jimmy, I believe, doesn't have any family in town. And
No.
I know that Downs wasn't exactly beloved, though I believe
Lawson.
he does. Sorry. What did I say?
You said Jimmy didn't have family, and you said Lawson wasn't very.
Yeah. Lawson wasn't very beloved in the town, though I do believe he had an old lady.
No, I'm nobody weird. A lot of people came to pay respects and throw in some money for Jimmy's burial fund, and he's gonna get a nice little plot with a nice coffin and a nice service.
Good. Do you know when that would take place?
maybe a couple days when the sheriff is ready to close the case, or at the very least be satisfied with the evidence that he's got.
Well, there won't be any
whatnot.
interruptions from us. A couple days is as long as it will likely take for us to move on anyways, so I'm glad the boy can get a good service out of it.
That's good. I'm pretty sure that'll put a lot of people's hearts to rest.
The people that did come by, you have a keen eye as me and my associate stepped into your office that we are not from here. I know that many people pass through this town. Anyone that you didn't recognize come and pay respects?
No, they're all townies. I can tell you that much. I think one fella with a group of some ranchers, I don't think he was from around here, but I think he just wanted to pay his respects, or pitch into the town. Had a small chat with him. Seems like a nice guy, but I don't think I wouldn't call him odd. Just people spend enough time at Arnie's, and you make friends.
Of course. Been there twice myself. Good place.
Good place.
Unfortunate events happening outside that establishment. I hope it doesn't affect business.
I sure hope not. It's my go-to place to drink.
And not to make you uncomfortable, as I said, oftentimes our agencies butt heads, but any of the local law come in, poking around. I know that Leland, who I believe is a deputy.
Yeah.
He was the one that brought him in.
Yeah.
And I believe Deputy North was the one that had found... Was it Jimmy or Lawson? Doesn't matter. Anyone else come poking around, following up?
Deputy North there? No, Booth found Lawson. But,
Perhaps it was Jimmy.
Jimmy was found by, North, and that's Leland. North...
I have in my notes, Deputy North found Lawson. It's also the only time Deputy North has been mentioned.
Leland North.
Oh, shit. Okay. Didn't know that. Would I know that in the context of this conversation?
That his last name is North?
Yeah. This is the first time I'm making that connection.
I don't think so then. No. It was Deputy Booth. She's the one that brought Lawson in. And inspected the body a bit and wrote things down and just let me do my business and reported it to Sheriff Brick. But Leland North was the one who brought in Jimmy. And he stuck around for a bit. At least that's what my assistant told me. They had a bit of a drink afterwards. But can't say much else. I don't think anyone else really poked around. I know that various sheriffs came in to pay their respects for Jimmy.
As I said, you and your assistant are obviously not suspects by any means.
I sure hope not.
Doesn't match patterns and doesn't come up in the cases local here. But I would like to ask, would your assistant have any qualms with speaking to me or my associate?
Well, I sure hope not. Yeah, if you want, I can call him, see if he'd come in right now.
What time does he normally come in?
Sometime around 8 p.m.
Better leave him unprompted.
Okay.
He's always able to refuse if that's his wishes, but again, I don't want any word spreading, and I would like to have that conversation and documents signed, just like I did with you before we have any conversations about what might be going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I would leave them to their day off and have them walk into an unfortunate mess.
Well, I guess that's one way to do things.
I'll say we could wrap it up there and allow for Donald Wesley to enter into the office. We have so many names in this campaign going on.
I'm gonna lean in to the open up the door slightly and go, Wesley, right?
You're
No,
Wesley.
He's Wilson. Wilson. Mr. Wilson.
Mr. Donald, are you done with your investigation?
I'm gonna need you to remember and document everywhere you have been in the last 48 hours. I'm just joking.
He was starting to take like a bring his cup to his lips, and his hands were starting to shake, growing a little pale.
CDC doesn't have the proper decorum. I apologize.
Everything is fine. I'm sorry. I wanted to do something to lighten the mood. It didn't. I'm not sure if it had the right effect I was going for. Do you have cleaning supplies?
Scotch?
I'll take a nip of it.
He takes out another glass and pours some. Yeah. There's plenty of bleach and.
I just need to clean off some of the equipment that I have.
This is the most minor chaos gremlin that ever could exist. But as you're getting your scotch, I'll gesture over to you with the pack. Cigarette? Now I'm just trying to get you addicted.
After I clean up, I'll partake.
Plenty of bleach in the closet. Just help yourself.
Yeah, everything checks out. There's nothing you have to worry about as far as the CDC is concerned, and as far as your ability to travel amongst your family, amongst your friends, and about the town.
Mr. Wesley, considering your findings, would you say it's safe to assume that the confidentiality agreement should hold in place for a while?
We will send notification. I will have the CDC mail something to your office here to let you know once the confidentiality can be lifted.
All right. Is there anything else you fellas need to know, or questions, or my number in case you need to call me?
Just the name of the scotch would be fine.
Of course. It's right here. He points to the label.
Sure.
I was curious, Mr. Jimmy Downs, was the full procedure of preserving the body completed on Mr. Downs?
My assistant was in charge of that one, and he signed off on it as far as I know.
I will pull out a notebook and begin writing while they're talking.
It's not his first rodeo. Like I told your associate here, he's probably going to be taking over when I retire.
Experienced assistant?
Yes, he is.
And that's Wilson, I assume, spelled in the standard way?
Yes, sir.
And your assistant?
Try not to make up another J name.
Pete Wells.
Pete Wells.
And I assume that's Wells spelled in the standard way?
Yes, sir.
As I write down these names.
Well, all right. Thank you for your time and for your access to your supplies.
I'm happy to be of assistance to the federal government.
If you might ask Mr. Wells, about an hour after arriving, let him get settled in. 9 p.m. on the dot. If he could take his lunch. Did you catch my drift?
Sure thing. I understand.
Thank you kindly.
Gentlemen.
Thank you very much. I would have taken also the time to clean up everything, put everything away. Bid my adieu. As I'm leaving, I'll point to the bag where I put the PPE supplies. You might want to throw that out.
Of course. Make sure it gets right into the incinerator.
Thank you much. You have yourself a good day, Mr. Wilson, as I look back at some of my papers as I'm leaving.
Gentlemen, take care. Hope you find what you're looking for.
We will depart. Get into car. Immediately start driving aimlessly just to have a place to have a conversation.
All right. I will relay everything.
No, I want you to actually tell me everything that happened in that 30 minutes of roleplay. No,
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
All right. So when I was in there, the first thing that happened is I took a deep breath. And I was a little grossed out by the state of Mr. Lawson's body. I go over everything pertinent. The level of damage to to Lawson's head. the same circular bruising pattern on Lawson and on Jimmy. Were they on the same side?
Oh, same circular bruising pattern?
On the neck.
Yes.
Were they on the same side? Different sides?
No, they're different sides.
Different sides. Jimmy's was much more pronounced, but with a puncture wound in the center, right? The center or offset?
Center along the bruise ring.
Singular puncture?
Yes.
And no puncture on...
Sorry, if the bruise ring is here, was it center point or center like...
Yeah.
Okay. Centered like around the edge.
Don't know what the fuck that means. And then, as far as implications, I don't know what it is.
Singular puncture wound.
Yeah. And then on Lawson, no puncture mark?
No puncture mark. You have lighter bruising too. Not as defined and deep bruising as Jimmy. Lawson also didn't suffer the same sort of emaciation.
God, this makes it even more... Now as a player, I'm lost again. I went from Man Bear Pig truck to vampires and werewolves duking it out in this town. Or sorry, vampires and werepigs duking it out in this town. To now I'm just picturing Cell.
What I have in my head.
That's the puncture weapon that I'm picturing now is just circular mass with pinpoint.
Just gonna make sure I have perfect Cell on the playlist here.
What I have pictured in my head is what's going on is this is a man bear pig skeeter. So this is a giant mosquito. Considering females were related. Also, female mosquitoes are the ones who suck blood for their babies.
Oh, shit.
So this is potentially something trying to feed its pregnant self, or maybe its kids. That's where my brain immediately went with sucking puncture wounds. It's crazy strong because I think Lawson fought it off, and it just killed him for fighting him.
Well, and also, Lawson was smashed to all hell.
His head was.
And Jimmy's, I'm assuming you told me about
Jimmy's
this.
Hand was
Jimmy's
crushed.
hand was also crushed to all hell.
And his bicep or his arm was squeezed pretty tightly. I imagine he was holding hands, and this thing kind of grabbed its arm at the same time, and then proceeded the sucking of his neck. And did it rather violently. And Jimmy doesn't seem to be a very large man.
This is for sure Cell. This is for sure Cell that we're fighting.
The other big questionable things.
You an anime fan?
I'm actually a big...
We were stuck on the Namek Saga right now, okay?
Yeah. I'm a big fan of Akira. It's a pretty good movie. Has Akira come out by now? For sure.
I think so.
Oh, Akira, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But the other big concern is there is, I don't know how many times you've worked with preserved dead body. I don't know if I imagine you have some familiarity with regular dead bodies.
Preserved, not so much.
There is a particular smell. Formaldehyde and the various other chemicals have a notable scent to them. Mr. Jimmy Downs, who was worked on by the assistant, who had a much significantly different writing, almost sloppy. But he seemed very unprofessional. Jimmy's body didn't have that smell. Almost as if the proper procedures preserving the body were not fully done. That might be somebody we need to talk to.
This music's perfect for what's going on in my head right now.
The music has been changing at really good spots.
So he might be a person of interest that we may need to be looking into. The blood and the bits and pieces, except for the hair. I don't know if you got a description of Mr. Wells from the coroner, what he looks like. He has long blonde hair. That would make it even more suspicious.
Well, that might be a good thing and a bad thing. I didn't know any of that had happened, but I did gather that it was the assistant that took care of the body of Mr. Downs. And that being said, for 2 reasons, we have an appointment with the assistant, Mr. Wells. One, when asking someone to be quiet, you can almost be certain that they won't. In your future endeavors in this business, give someone to talk to. Someone that you wouldn't mind being talked to, so that they don't go spreading it around. Especially with the proclivity to drink that our friend Mr. Wilson has. He's going to need someone to talk to. Better to assign that to him. So I told him he could talk to his assistant. 2, I figured since he is the one that took care of Jimmy, we might be able to get some information from the assistant. Now, he has stated that he is very familiar with his assistant for around 5 years now, going to family events and the like, trustworthy, good fella, enough to take over his business. That being said, I immediately think the assistant is potentially a suspect, which makes it problematic if we are going to be meeting with them tonight. Definitely have your guns ready.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Also, you might want to fix that.
Fix
I'm
what?
pointing at the bulge now.
Oh. I looked down, I was like, oh, is that obvious? I maybe thought that get away as like a fold in the shirt or something. I try to adjust it a little bit. Like, oh, fuck, it was just a little off. I try to remember how you were positioning it, but it's still new to me.
I think the moment we walk in there, if there is any bit of long blonde hair on Mr. Wells' head, we need to be very careful of what we say, of who we say we are, and of checking our escape routes.
Was there a given time when Mr. Wells would come into work?
Supposed to be coming in at 8. I told him we'd be coming in at 9. Maybe.
We might need to stick around the office around that time.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on it so he doesn't decide to run off if he gets the wrong amount of information.
Yeah, I don't disagree. That being said...
Also, we can look at him first before he heads in if he does have a
Well, that's why I think it would be important.
long blonde hair.
But also, I think saying the right thing to the right person and saying the right thing to the wrong person are equally important. And us not showing up might hinder the rest of our investigation. But also, this is a small town, and I don't think either of us would mind a walk. If we stake that place out, Mr. Wells has long hair, blonde hair. Say one of us goes in. Maybe myself, since I've already identified myself as CIA, and carefully interviews Mr. Wells, heavily indicating that he is not a suspect, and then leaves separately while the other one waits in the car. Immediately upon leaving, the other one stakes out the office and follows Mr. Wells wherever he goes afterwards. If he leaves early, we need to know where he's going. And if he's not blonde, then we just both go in and have a good conversation.
Yeah. Outside of character, Mr. DM, is this area, anything local to this area have livestock? Like, is there like livestock a part of the...
Yeah, there are ranches all around.
Sure. Okay. Well, Mr. Upton, speaking about being honest and talking with people around you, I'm going to be honest with what I feel is the things we're seeing and where my inklings are arriving. I think...
Perfect, so. Me too.
Well, I think I'm getting flinches and ideas of stuff that had fascinated me in terms of like learning about biology and stuff is I'm getting mosquito vibes. I'm getting some crazy, weird, strong mosquito-esque kind of thing. As in this thing suck blood for the purpose of sustaining itself. I think the blood from the butcher shop might be a misdirection. The fact that it's porcine or pig-like.
Not necessarily. If it is a mosquito potentially getting cut on the glass.
Yes, that's what I was going to lead to, is if we are going to see any deputy or go to the any kind of law enforcement at any point, or if, I don't know how you'd look it up, if there's any reports of ranchers having livestock, especially pigs, being killed or taken.
I do not want to go to the law. I no longer want to speak with Leland. But
maybe we could drive around some pig ranchers?
You know who might know whether their local livestock is being affected would be our good friend at the butcher's.
We might want to pay the butcher a visit and ask.
We might want more confidentiality agreements. Anyways.
If you want to go print, let's print a little healthy stack of them just in case.
In any case, being open the way you are, my original inkling is that whoever these non-local females are that have been spotted around accidents, or I believe just one, was my original idea of who might be doing this. Something like one of those succubus type characters or sirens from Mariner Tales, but
well, going off that line of thought, the kind of mosquitoes that are the most bloodthirsty or the ones that actually drink blood are the females.
Beyond that, what we could be dealing with, and considering we're talking about first chasing around a man pig.
I really was hoping it was a man bear pig truck.
And now we're talking about oversized people mosquitoes.
That is what I think is happening.
Since all of this sounds entirely foolish,
it does.
We might also put on the docket and be aware of if our friend, Mr. Wells, is potentially those females.
Yes. I just, leaning to giant bug, human shape-shifting people things, that wouldn't be my first inclination.
Well, my thought was we need to track down that female, the out-of-towner. But now I'm thinking she might not be around, nor may have she left. She might be right here under our noses as our coroner assistant.
Yes. But yeah, seeing the damage that was done to both Mr. Jimmy and Mr. Lawson has made this endeavor all the more frightening and all the more implausible in terms of what was done to them. Was Lawson bigger than this guy? Than Upton?
Was Lawson bigger
than me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, how do you feel about you waiting in the car, staking out? If Wells is a blonde, you stake out in the car. I walk in, I interview Mr. Wells. If for whatever reason I give myself away, my first and foremost purpose will be to get out and get to backup, being you, if we have to deal with this thing directly. If that turns out not to be the case, and I do my interview, I will leave, on foot, on my own. I will walk back in the direction along place route here to the motel. You wait around for a while and see if Mr. Wells leaves. and you go and find out exactly where he's going. Do not get caught. Do not leave the vehicle. If you need to get out of there, you need to get out of there with speed, and you come pick me up. If he goes somewhere that you might get the inclination that he's going to hang around a while, you come back to the hotel immediately. I'll be waiting outside the entire time. You pick me up and we go back to that spot.
How long should I wait?
Outside the corners?
Yeah.
2-3 hours?
I can do that.
Now, I need you to have keen eyes on this, because if he leaves, or if he puts a sign on the door saying he's leaving and you don't see him leave, you assume he's left. You try to find if he slipped out the back or something. If you can't find it, I wouldn't give it long after he puts a sign up saying he's leaving before you come to find me.
I mean, you got that burner phone, correct?
I do.
We have each other's numbers, or at least we can get them.
My point is, he might be slipping out the back to come find me.
Sure.
In an unkind manner.
Sure, that is an option.
I don't know how good you are with that weapon, but I'd sure like to have 3 weapons on this giant mosquito pig.
Truck. As far as I'm aware, or just to clarify, at least from my perspective, we're going to drive up to the corners at a little bit before, or like a little bit before 8, so that we can scope out Mr. Wells' entrance.
Mm-hmm.
If he has blonde hair, that's long blonde hair, that's an immediate red flag in every possible direction.
That's us immediately splitting for me to go do the interview alone.
Yes. And then if you were to go do the interview, let's say he doesn't have blonde hair, and you go and do the interview, or even if we do split up and you do the interview, I imagine the first possible signal would be gunshot sounds inside the corners.
If you hear gunshots, you get this car ready to ram whatever follows me out.
I'm not too...
Mostly because I want to test the ramming mechanics of Delta Green.
So I'm not to try to enter the location?
No, I will get out or I will...
Die.
Yes.
Okay. And then if gunshots happen and then you do not exit, but Mr. Wells exits, then I am just to leave? Or am I to fire upon Mr. Wells? Or
if gunshots happen, I don't leave and he does.
I ram him.
I think you leave town.
I leave town. Okay, I can do that.
We already have enough here for me to think that we don't have enough evidence that this is within the realm of the occult.
All right.
Did you take any samples
of
the bodies?
I did swab the hole around Mr. Jimmy's neck. There's not much I gathered from it, right?
Not that you can gather without any proper.
Yeah, I don't have the kind, and even the coroner didn't have the kind of specialized reagents and reactants to get anything more than
that's fine.
Than just I have the swab and I have it in a secure vial that I can test it at some point.
I was just wondering if we had any evidence of anything that we could give back to the agency.
I mean, other than all and everything we've gathered, and
notes. I have plenty.
Yeah, and the fact that if I go back to the agency with not you, that would probably be another big thing.
It's a pretty good sign, yeah.
Yeah. And also, if Mr. Wells exits the building, look for, I don't know, me. I'm just gonna take the car as far as the gas will take it.
It's a good point. We should fill up. On that note, I am going to pull out my notepad and begin writing something. And I'm going to rip it out. I'm going to fold it in half. and I'm going to hand it to you and say,
Keister it?
in case I don't come out that building. Are
Read
you
it then.
are you uncouth enough to read? Oh, you're asking?
Yeah, read it then.
I'll just nod.
Okay. I'll find a secure place to put it.
Yep.
All right.
Mhm.
You know, part of this was really, it still is, but part of it was really exhilarating. This is pretty nerve-wracking. This, this part.
I'm just going to smile. Well, Mr. Donald Wesley, if we're lucky, this is where it gets good. And I think that's a good time to take a break. I like how the plan is for me to die in like 3 different versions of our plan.
I mean, I'm not the guy to go in solo to this place because I don't have an interest. Or
I think the only reason why I am is because it's no longer CDC investigating bodies.
Yes.
It is
You
interviewing. Yeah, it's interviewing people. Now, I think we should both go in if it's not a blonde hair. But if it is a blonde hair, I think there's just enough danger afoot. For the record, my plan, by the way, is to... I have... if he's a fucking long blonde-haired dude, I have immediately put us into a situation where we have told the bad guy that we're on to the bad guy. Yep. So my intention is to go in there and charisma us being incompetent and not being on the trail at all. Like, don't worry, you're not a suspect at all, bro. Anyway, we're just looking at these other things. In fact, it doesn't even look like what we're looking at has anything to do with our investigation. So we're probably just gonna abandon the whole thing. Maybe stay in town, get some, good food while we're here, and then move on. Anyways, nothing to see here. Charisma.
I think the best thing to do is go in there and like, yeah, I'm just asking you, are you a mosquito monster?
Is anybody coming around? Did you find anything weird about the bodies? Are you a mosquito or a pig?
Do you drink people with your tail?
Are you born in a lab by Mr. Dr. Giroux?
Yeah. I know you haven't seen I know the TV show hasn't gotten there, but have you ever read the mangas?
What the hell's a manga?
All right. Thank you. Let's take a break. Welcome back to System Exploration by Unfortunate Ones. Coming back from our break, let's dig right in. Gray, take it away.
What were you guys doing?
We just
Sov, take it away.
we just got out of the corners and we were driving around aimlessly talking to each other. About
we were just having a conversation while driving
It's
around.
around 10:30 a.m. You guys have come up with a bunch of plans that revolve.
I believe we're heading towards
Agent
the butcher.
Upton dying.
Yes.
And then you wanted to go to the butcher's to.
Yeah.
We don't have to roleplay this. Pit stop library confidentiality agreements. And then I think might as well go to the butcher.
Yeah.
The only thing that I accidentally did that was beneficial was to have Wells unprompted. They were like, "Oh, I could call him in," and I was like, "Don't call him in."
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Drive around, go to the library, quick pit stop, get those things, go to the butcher's.
All right. You get to the butcher's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're taking lead?
Up to you.
I think maybe you should with the CIA badge. I don't know if CDC badge is with pigs slaughtering.
I don't think I want to flash badges.
Or maybe you just talk to them
Yeah.
about meats and how good those last batch was. And
Yeah.
try to roll in livestock.
All right, you guys get to the butcher's. You'll see, I believe it was
Harrison.
He'll be out front. He is talking to a guy, pointing at the window, and they're talking business about fixing this up, getting glass back in place instead of wooden boards.
Oh, I thought like a new freshly broken glass was
a new freshly broken glass pane. A single drop of pig blood.
They fucking smashed up my shop again.
Mosquito splats all over the window.
There's just big bug feet on the ground. I don't know what that is.
Sure. Probably. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just head right in. I don't care.
Right. Okay. You head on in. The younger guy, the assistant is there behind the counter.
I would want to stop off and talk to Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to be served by Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
So, getting the place fixed up.
Well, yep. I got a friend here, contractor from Amarillo. Gonna take care of my poor window.
Well, hopefully no other incidences happen.
Yep. God willing.
God willing.
You head on right in. I'll just finish up business here, and I'll see to helping you.
Sure thing. I'll head inside. If the assistant asks me anything, I'll just say that I'm waiting for Mr. Harrison.
Okay. He does, and you tell him. He's like, all right, I'll wait. He goes and takes a seat behind the counter. You'll hear Harrison talking to the contractor outside and stuff, mostly about price.
Yeah.
And after a bit, you hear some parting ways, and Harrison walks in and sort of like dusts himself off. He's like, "Oh, so what can I do for you? I hope those my choice of meats turned out fine."
Oh, fine indeed. In fact, that's partly what brings me back here.
Well,
We got an assortment of meats, but we did the ribs yesterday, and well, if I'm honest, as much as I want to try your other choices, kind of wanted to pick up some more ribs.
well, I can do exactly that. Got fresh slabs here. You got pork or beef?
Pork.
Pork. Come right up.
You got some good meats here. I imagine locally sourced.
Yep, all of them. All the best.
The you know if any of the local ranches do any of those services where they deliver their meats? This is some of the best meats that I've had. Wouldn't mind having the opportunity to eat it again.
They don't do delivery as far as I know, but you can always go and buy yourself a pig or a cow and chicken or two if you want, and they usually slaughter it there for you. Sometimes we ask for them live and take care of them ourselves. Sometimes we got specific asks that not everybody wants to go out the way to get for. You know, those Mexicans like to have the chitlins. I'm not sure what the word is for it. They got their own word. Tripas? Something like that.
Wouldn't know much about that. Absolutely would.
I have the word.
Well, I wouldn't want to be bothering anybody. You have quite a lot going on in your small little town here with the incidences over at Arnie's and then your break-in.
Yeah.
How are the ranchers and farms on the outskirts holding up? Any incidents out there?
No, nothing that I've heard of. I know that some people go over there and visit. I know that some people pay their respects to Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy lived out in one of those ranches from time to time. Some people might go over there, pay respects to the people out there instead of coming down to the morgue. It's a bit of a not too fond of that place, you know.
Well, as long as it's a little bit quieter than what's met me and my friend coming into town. With everything going on here, I'm kind of surprised that nothing's going on out there. Ranch is doing well.
Yep.
No break-ins or...
every once in a while you got some rustlers or kids tipping cows and all that kind of business.
Just tipping or anything a little more violent?
Sometimes some people might end up hunting some livestock, some dirty business. Usually just kids making trouble or people down in Nielsen's. They ain't got nothing better to do.
Any specific ranches I should avoid when making these requests in terms of less quality meat, potentially spoiled or lack?
No, of course not. Everyone out here is mighty fine at their job, and the closest one is probably the best. It's where I get all my meat from.
That wouldn't happen to be the one that Jimmy was from, is it?
Nah, he's from one that's a little further up north. The closest one's to the east of town.
Just so I know if I go to that place that maybe I should have a little more decorum and pay some respects. I understand it's a heavy thing when one of your own gets taken out.
They're handling it. They're not too... I wouldn't say they're too close to Jimmy. They usually live out there and keep to themselves, come to town every once in a while when they need something or want to sell something. But,
Still, you work with the guy for long enough. I imagine it's a little traumatizing. Find out something has happened to him.
Possibly. I know that, what was her name? Shirley. She... volunteers out there from time to time, raised on a ranch, does all that kind of stuff. She's been a bit in the dumps, knowing that a fellow ranch hand got themselves killed in town.
Sure. Makes sense. But you said the closest one, that's where I'm gonna get the best meats?
Best meats.
Alright. Well, if I can get those ribs.
Of course. I prefer you do the business here because, well, I'm here.
Of course, I was thinking about something a little more long-term.
Of course. Half rack or full?
There's only two of us. We'll go with a half.
All right. He'll get to cutting a full rack in half and put it on the weigh it, wrap it.
We're gonna have so much meat to just donate, I guess. Just rotting in a motel fridge.
You probably drop it off somewhere. There's probably a cookhouse or like a soup kitchen in town. Or a church that would take it.
I didn't get the impression I was going to get any information, so I'll just wrap the conversation up, get the ribs, and get out.
Okay.
I think it's if there is any pig that was killed, it's under the guise that some kids probably took the pig.
I more get the impression just above table that is just another destination that could have been investigated, and if we want to know stuff about it, we should go there.
Sure.
But we already have other plans. I will just leave it.
I think what we should do is go up to that farm where Jimmy died that he worked at and then talk to everybody and stuff.
Oh, you know what we should do? We should go back to Amarillo.
I got a couple more blood swabs I could check. I think the next thing after we get the meat, throw it into the hotel fridge. I don't know if we want to do a sweep by the diner to make sure nothing's happened. And then just start kind of getting ready for the stakeout in front of the corners.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Sweep Arnie's and then kill an afternoon.
Anything notable?
No, midday. People are probably taking an early lunch.
Oh, probably go to like a deli to get like cold sandwiches or something. Throw that in the back seat and go to like a whatever liquor store, get some chips and snacks or whatever.
We know why you're at the liquor store.
It's so what if there's a Marlboro Reds that's also thrown inside the bag that has chips and cookies and stuff to deal with. We're gonna be in a car for 8 hours.
You know it would go great on the stakeout. We should go get some more meth.
God, I'm so into this stakeout. Fucking love it sitting here.
So you go stake out the
corners.
what time?
Probably a lot earlier if we can find a
Not
place.
terrible. Like 7.
Okay.
Somewhat far away, parked down the street, so to speak.
All right.
Oh,
He's not in till 8, but he might show up early.
do you have a pair of binoculars?
Oh, shit. We don't have to use the burner phones. I gave you a walkie-talkie.
You did. Do we have a pair of binoculars on any of us? We're probably in the means of that 8 hours of whatever killing time. Go to like a Bass Pro Shop or something equivalent to that, and get a pair of binoculars.
How big do you think this town is, sir?
I'm just saying, so we could be a pretty good distance.
I'm sure we could find binoculars, but it's like, like...
If
We'll hit the Denny's and the McDonald's. We'll also go to the Outback Steakhouse. This is like a full-on city, right?
You could probably find like a small hunting place.
Yeah, I'm sure we can find binoculars.
I mean, my city that I come from is small, and all that stuff is there. Like I could go to a little small like fish and tackle space. I can go to like a little warehouse.
Do you mean in real life?
Yeah, in real life, like a hardware store. Like I'm pretty sure it's not hard to find a lot of these things.
Yeah, our city's not small.
Yeah, your city is sandwiched between other cities of a never-ending fucking like 100-mile continuous block.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't know what you mean small.
I'm saying like
it's part of one of the biggest metropolitan areas in the world.
I know. But I'm saying not extending that far, extending to just where I'm at.
Yeah.
Like I can find all those things.
There are for sure. There is a fishing. Yeah. I just more was making fun of the like name dropped brand name shop.
Yeah, you can find a fishing game place.
Of course. I just said that for familiarity to know what I'm.
We'll go to the hot topic.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
Everywhere.
It's just a joke, dude. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you can still find binoculars.
We go to Bass and Pro.
All right. Yeah, want to pick up a fishing rod or two?
I mean, I do want to go fishing.
Get yourself a nice Ken cord.
Yeah, get some Coors Light, get some fishing equipment, and that's how we'll kill the day.
Yeah. All right. So you guys stake out around 7. It's springtime. Sun's probably still in the sky a decent amount for like another 30 minutes or so. Starts to set. Maybe a little bit before 8 o'clock, like 10 minutes before, a car pulls up in front of the mortuary. There we go, mortuary.
Yeah, mortuary.
And a man steps out. You can't see his hair that much.
Or if I knock him up real
You
good.
can
He's
see
wearing
that
a
he
beanie.
has light blonde hair, short, and a Dallas Cowboys cap.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Oh, well, not long.
It's not blonde.
He's blonde.
No, it's not long.
Oh, it's not long. Yeah.
Gets out.
How short?
I mean, he's wearing a ball cap. You can't really tell unless he takes it off, but it looks short on the backside part.
It's a mullet.
It looks like Nix's hair.
It's a mullet. He's hiding long hair in there. We all know it.
Looks about maybe 40s, early 40s. Steps out, walks up the pathway.
Does he look like he has a big gut?
Big gun?
Gut. Like a big stomach.
Oh, that's an interesting question.
Beer belly.
Beer belly.
Yeah.
That's a pregnant skeeter if I've ever seen one.
I was just gonna say blood belly.
He gets out with 2 cans of Raid. And walks up to
How many legs does he?
6.
Does he make an ominous wing beating sound?
Oh yeah, you can hear the buzz. If he bites you, you might contract West Nile. He walks up to the front, opens the door, walks right in.
Short hair, but
It is blonde.
if someone yanked out a patch of your hair, do you reckon you might get a haircut within a week?
Maybe, or you'd cut it shorter if there was a patch missing.
Could be long on top as well.
Could be long on top. Do you want to still do the splitting up business?
You comfortable with that?
I can do it. I can manage it. I'll look at the walkie-talkie. Is there like a beeping one where it's not necessarily communication, but there's like a series of beeps, right? Like you can hit a button.
Yeah, I'm sure there's. Yeah, most walkie-talkies have a air quotes call button.
Yeah. I don't know if you wanted to keep it that simple.
Well, what would that indicate?
I don't know, but that's what we can decide right now. I don't know if...
Here's the part that I want to recap.
Yeah, you're going in, gunshots go off. If gunshots go off.
Or you see me running.
Or I see you running.
Or he comes out without me. That is an indication that things went wrong. If you see me running or hear gunshots, you get ready to ram this car down that bloodsucker's throat.
Yes, but is the car off right now?
I don't know.
Probably.
I think would be a good indication for me to start the car is if you just start spamming that call button, and that way I know to get the car started.
Yeah, but you should be hands on ignition anyways in case you just see me running.
I know, but if you come out running out of that thing and I have to turn the car on, it's just extra steps. If I have a little bit of a pre-warning to get the engine going, just gives me a little bit more time to be able to ram.
I will do what I can.
Just saying, it's an option.
If he comes out and I don't, I would suggest you take this car and leave town.
Oh, also, we definitely filled up the car before we got here.
Mm-hmm.
You all right staying in the car alone?
Yeah.
Last thing. I'm going to remove the gun in my waistband, cock it, and remove the safety. Shove that back in. Remove the gun in my holster, cock it, unsafety, shove it back in. They're both just ready to fire. You should do the same.
Take out the gun.
Shoot yourself.
I go... I just hit the slide back, and then it's loaded in the way that you want it.
Yes, I want you ready to pull the trigger.
Sure. I do the thing. That did it?
You are lowering my confidence, friend.
Look, man, I don't know a lot of things about guns. I've fired some a couple times, and so I've been at a range, and it's been all, the extent isn't getting ready to fire at a person. It's I have all the time in the world to shoot down at a target.
There are so many things that I want to respond. Instead, I'm just gonna nod at you. Maybe even pat you on the back and be like, well, hopefully see you soon.
Well, hopefully.
And then instead of leaving, I'm gonna wait like 15 minutes. Does anything happen?
Or are you going earlier than the 9 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay.
You see Mr. Wilson exit out the front.
Mr. Wilson exit out. Yeah. That's
the
fine.
main guy.
It takes 15 minutes for him to exit?
Mm-hmm.
You might not have prompted him.
I mean, it's if they're switching off, he just told him everything and then...
If this happened to me, I think it would be more than a 15-minute conversation. I'm not saying that that's how it has to have gone down. I'm not putting that on the DM or on the handler. I'm just saying, for me in Mr. Wilson's shoes, I think, especially with someone that I know and I know drinks, I think I would have been like, hey, let's sit down for a while, have a couple of shots, and talk about what the fuck's going on.
He might have been scared enough, intimidated enough to just
want to get the fuck out of there.
Keep it as short as possible and then just
could be.
Get done.
It could be.
All right.
I think seeing him come out, though, that quick, I think I'll give it another, 15 minutes.
Okay.
And I will head inside.
All right.
When you're, 15 feet away from, entering into place...
You rammed me.
I'm going to turn on the car, and I'm going to drive away slowly.
Well...
And as I'm passing, we go, I'm flipping you off. Good luck.
I will enter into the building. What do I see?
You see a guy taking off his Dallas Cowboys cap, placing it on a chair. He looks up at you and has a short cut hair. Well, I was just about to take my lunch break. My boss told me that might as well, since the business is kind of slow and everyone's kind of done paying their respects. Are you here to pay respects to Mr. Downs?
In a way. I'm assuming that Mr. Wilson did not prompt you on my arrival?
Oh, were you here earlier?
I was indeed. I did request that you not be prompted, for reasons that I will get into in a moment.
He looks confused. As
Sorry.
the music changes perfectly.
I know, it's such
As the music changes. Sorry, I don't mean to be mysterious, but it was upon my request that you would take your lunch early, though I did plan to be here around 9 p.m. Unfortunately, I have another appointment. However, I will pull out my badge and flash it in the same way. I'm here on official business, and I will try to keep things short, but it does regard the 2 bodies that reside here.
I see. Yeah. CIA. Is that what that said? Or?
CIA.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. My associate was here as well earlier. A representative from the CDC. We're not sure, but we think some of the bodies that may have come through your establishment might be related to other cases from within the nation. So we were investigating that. I spoke with Mr. Wilson, and he said, you might not mind, though you do have the right to refuse speaking with me. We've already investigated the bodies, though potentially inconclusive. We're not sure it's related to what we're looking for. I would like to start with, you and Mr. Wilson are by no means suspects in any way, but potentially you could hold information that might be useful to us.
God damn it, Jacob, you lush. Well, Mr.
Yeah, fuck it. Look at actual sheet. My name is also Wilson.
Well, Mr. Wilson, what do you want to know?
Well, before we get into that, if you wouldn't mind, for the sake of us not being disturbed, would you be willing to take your lunch?
Of course. And he'll go and he'll just flip the sign, come back to you.
Did Mr. Wells exit the building by himself?
Yes.
You would have been expecting him to take his lunch.
I'm just fucking around. I just seeing Wells come out by himself.
Yeah. Well, I'm ramming him.
No, only
know.
when you come out.
I know.
Yeah. I'm going home then. I'm getting out of town.
Yeah.
That's Wilson.
Sorry, Wells.
Wells is the guy he's talking to right now.
Yeah, Wells.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like Wells coming out.
Yeah.
And the sign.
Well, signs up.
We did have a chance to investigate the bodies, though we are still going over the notes. We wanted to ask, beyond the fact that one of the individuals looks like they were hit by a truck, if there was any strangeness about the bodies.
Aside from the fact that he looked like he got hit by a truck, can't say much else. I didn't really handle, what was his name?
Lawson.
I didn't really handle him. That was all Wilson doing.
Understandable. That is actually why we wanted to return and speak with you, was we understand that Mr. Jimmy Downs was taken care of by your professional hands. Before we go any further, if you don't mind, this is a confidential investigation, and while we hope to be able to trust anyone that we would speak to at the moment, we don't want word getting out. It is our suspicion that this may not be related to what we are investigating, and therefore the case will be open within a week's time. You can talk to whoever you want, but until then, if you wouldn't mind, and I will pull out the confidentiality agreement.
You want me to sign this?
If you wouldn't mind.
Oh, of course. The CIA spooks coming out here doing all this. He mumbles and grumbles, but
Sure,
he grabs
he's
a
not
pen.
into this at all.
Yeah, he grabs a pen and he goes and signs the paper. He's like, I guess you want to come take a look at the body?
No, we've already looked at the body. I just had a few questions. So, I understand that Mr. Downs is the one that you had taken care of between the two of them.
Yeah.
Anything strange about that body when it came in?
Well, when he came in, I didn't much see him. I spent most of my time talking to Leland about what happened. I did take care of the body. I don't remember much about it, though. Did a lot of drinking that night.
Nothing necessarily stood out to you when you were performing your procedures and preservation and investigating the body for potential cause?
Well, like I said, I don't remember much of that night. We drank a lot after that happened. I know, Leland seemed he was a bit out of sorts afterwards, and I helped him put the body on the table. It was covered by a cloth the entire time. It was just did seem strange now that I think about how light it was. It was, Jimmy Downs. He was a sizable fella. I mean, he was a normal sized fella. But, I can't say too much was odd. I don't rightfully remember. If you don't mind, you want to go back there and take a look at it? Because I haven't seen that thing open since he came in.
That's all right. Whatever it is that you can piece together, I think would be sufficient for the moment. My associate was able to investigate the body, but his skill sets are separate from yours. I was just wondering if anything stood out to you. Has there been anyone that's come around asking about the body that otherwise comes off as strange?
I mean, people come by to pay their respects and drop some money in the tin for his burial. Deputies come by every once in a while. Sheriffs come by. I know that she did. Crazy little whatnot. What was her name? Jules came by screaming about wanting to see the body, yelling, yapping this and that, but she was insistent on seeing both of them, both Lawson and Jimmy. I figured she just came for Lawson.
That would be Jules, known to be sweet on Lawson, if I'm not mistaken.
Something like that. I'm not sure if they had that relationship. I know just they're always together.
Fair enough. Wouldn't expect to call upon your expertise in social interactions of every local in town. Well, as I previously had stated with Mr. Wilson, obviously we are asking you to keep this quiet and amongst yourselves, but since we have spoken with both of you, obviously you can talk to each other about it. Otherwise, we would appreciate it if you don't have this spread throughout town until our investigation is complete.
Whatever you say, Mr. CIA.
I understand it's unpleasant having to deal with the likes of me, for most, but we are trying to be as polite as we can. Again, we're not even sure this is related, and we definitely don't want to bother anybody that we already don't suspect as being involved. That being said, as I said, I do have another appointment with another local. I don't want to get into details for obvious reasons of confidentiality, but...
Pause for a sec. You see a police car roll up in front of the morgue.
Okay.
Okay. Out steps Deputy Leland North.
I was hoping for Leland earlier. I kind of don't want it to happen now, but I was hoping he would come in anyways.
What's his physical description?
Blonde.
It's blonde, long hair.
What is his physical description? I have it somewhere. I actually don't have that somewhere. I don't know.
Sure.
Mid-30s, average height, dark curly hair, green eyes.
Cool. Well, shit.
It's fine. I got 2 guns.
So much I want to say about this entire game. The curse of being a DM in a mystery game.
Oh, yeah.
So he gets out of his car and he takes a look over to the morgue, and you see him pull a flask out of his jacket, take a swig, and starts walking up the pathway. Back to you, Mr. Upton.
In the moment, Carl Wilson.
Mr. Wilson.
Yeah.
Your birth name. Can you give me an alertness check?
I don't mind them coming in. Let's fucking talk. Let's talk, bro. I got confidentiality agreements out the wazoo.
Nah. You're hearing if you hear buzzing.
What have I got? 20 and a 0. That makes 30.
It's 20.
Okay.
Because you have to have a way to get 20. Because 1 through 9 plus 0.
I thought the way to get 20 would be like 10 and a 0 would be...
No, that'd just be 10.
All of it confuses me. I hate rolling with double dice.
Get your big one.
I do have a genuine D100. This is alertness?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure 20 is base. 20 is in fact base.
Meets beats. Does meets beats work in this game? Do I succeed with meet beats?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're talking to
Wells.
Yeah.
Peter Wells. And you're in the middle of conversation, and you hear what sounds like a click. Does it come from behind? Does it come from the door behind you? It comes from further down the mortuary hall. And almost after that happens, you hear the door open.
From further down the hall?
No, from behind you.
I have a click from in front of me down the hall.
Very faint.
And then the door opened behind me.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'm gonna be full send above table for a second here. He's offered me to go to the back room twice.
Yes.
I'm in danger. I know it.
Yeah.
Just so you're aware, I'm aware.
He wanted you to go back there for reasons.
You notice how I'm like, nah, I got an appointment.
Was it the back door?
No. So down the hall, I hear a click. And then moments later, the front door behind me.
Yeah, the front door, Leland's coming in.
Yeah.
You heard a click down the hall. We are very familiar with the layout of the mortuary.
So from what you remember in the mortuary...
I did want to ask. Well, we were in the same rooms.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah. You be quiet.
You didn't describe it. You didn't describe the mortuary.
Sorry, my bad.
You're not over here.
I forgot. I shouldn't be helping.
I did want to ask.
I was just personally curious.
Sorry. I did want to ask for different reasons. I did want to ask, can I identify the click at all? Did it sound mechanical? Did it sound insectual?
It sounded like metal.
Was it nothing?
Okay.
Ford F-150 Bears Skeeter Pig?
Nothing. I was gonna say something.
Just hear a V8 engine. Just.
I'm not there. Oh, sorry.
Just barrel down the hallway.
Sorry. The reason why I was asking is my sight line of the mortuary. I do not see anything around it, right? There's buildings around it. So
There's buildings around it. There's just the mortuary itself has a small, like I want to call it a graveyard, but it has like a.
Is there a back? There's a back section.
There's a back section,
and I just don't have access to that.
You don't have vision of it. Fuck.
All right.
If it makes you feel any better, I know this is like one of those situations where the party's split and there's nothing for you to do. If it makes you feel any better, you are all the Agent Upton is thinking about right now.
What did Upton say? Run away, he dies. Run away, he dies. Shoots, he dies.
Yeah. So I do hear the door. I hear that click. Moving forward, I am going to pay attention to that hallway pretty perpetually. But whatever Delta Green's version of performance is, I don't want it known that I'm paying attention to the hallway.
Probably charisma.
Okay. Pass.
Okay.
54 on a 70 is my charisma.
Also remember the same value on the dice is a crit.
Yeah, I got 54 though.
Yeah, I'm just saying for future.
Yeah.
And you hear from now behind you.
I'm okay. I'm calm and collected.
Peter, why aren't you answering your say? What the hell are you doing here? As he kind of like inches around you, like I hear that leg pisser.
Well, speaking of appointments, Deputy Leland, my name is Carl Wilson.
Yeah.
I was actually hoping to speak with you.
Why?
Catching the demeanor, I'm going to pause for a moment. I apologize about anything uncouth I might have said the other night. Wasn't trying to offend, necessarily, but you were not entirely wrong about judging me, as I am actually in town on business. I'm going to flash my badge once more. I'm not bothering to be as sketchy about flashing my badge at this point. The jig is kind of up on my badge at the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm actually investigating in your town, and I was hoping, if you were amicable to it, that we could speak. I was hoping for privately, but considering I have also been speaking with Mr. Wells here, I would be also amicable to speaking with both of you.
Yeah, whatever, Mr. CIA. You can smell the liquor on his breath.
Sure.
Well, what do you want to know about? I imagine you're here chasing Lawson.
Well, not specifically. More so, there's indications of what happened to Mr. Lawson and Mr. Downs that lead us to believe are related to things that have happened in other parts of the nation. That's why we came to this town, though I will admit the pattern is quite thin, and we're not totally confident that what has happened here is related.
He reaches into his jacket and pulls out a flask and unscrews it and takes a sip. Not a sip, a drink. He takes a drink. It's like, fuck, I knew this shit was wrong. Oh, God damn, oh, fuck. Piss.
Well, I'm talking around town, you knowing something's wrong is actually why I wanted to talk to you. Seems there's a degree of quietness surrounding whatever has happened to Mr. Downs, and while it was published what happened to Mr. Lawson, there seems to be a level of discreetness being handled by Mr. Downs. Now, I'm not trying to get you in trouble with any of your superiors or anybody who may have spoken with you, but I did have a few questions. They are ambiguous and general. Shouldn't get you into any trouble.
Just ask your questions as he takes another sip.
A smile. Understandable. as I was asking Mr. Wells here, when you saw the body of Mr. Downs specifically, was there anything strange about it to you? Anything about related to disease or puncture marks?
I don't know what you can call disease that'd do that to a man. But everything was wrong about that body. He takes another sip.
You mind expanding upon that? I myself was not the one who investigated the body. I do have an associate in town, and I'll take that moment to pause and look back over to Wells, which, by the way, if you wouldn't mind, I did hope that he could be here. I understand you wanted me to come and see the body in the back, but that would be more my associate's specialties.
Peter raises his hands. Hey, you're the professional here. I just handle bodies, and if you're investigating them, I don't do that. So,
well,
you do what you need to do.
Between you and my associates, I think, would be the specialists. In any case, back to Leland. What is it that you saw that rang off as strange? As he speaks, I want to look at, I want to be looking at Wells. Okay. I want to see if Wells is like, this guy's saying too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Alertness?
Human.
Human? Oh, way better. I'm trying to get the fuck out of here, dude. I'm trying to get back to you.
No, you're good. You're good.
I think that passes.
I'm
passing by 1.
I'm waiting for the shoe to drop.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely waiting.
I will tell you, I got very warm as a player when Gray was like, he reaches into his jacket, and I was like, oh my god.
That was bait.
Oh my god. It was bait that I wasn't going to take, which loses me surprise round.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works in Delta.
Well, when I found him, he was lying there in the alleyway. His pecker pulled out his pants. Figure he was probably out there either taking a piss or having a good time. But Jimmy, and he takes another swig. Jimmy was way too blue to be dead. To be dead in any normal way. You've seen bodies before. You ain't never seen a body like that. He was
now
all the color was just gone out of him. He was shriveled.
My associate used the word emaciated.
Now, I don't know what that means, but
shriveled. Sucked out. Dry.
Yeah, exactly. Even his eyes were like, I don't know what to call them. His eyes were sucked dry as well. Just sort of poking out of his sockets when you open them. So,
any wounds or the like?
Just had something on his neck. Looked like something might try to bite him or something. Puncture mark. It was He takes another sip, and you're trying to ascertain.
I'm trying to gauge Wells while this is happening.
He's looking at.
And I passed by 1 point.
He's looking at Leland, and he has just the biggest look of confusion in his face. And he'll pop up. He's like, Leland, how much did we drink that night? I don't remember any of this. Shut up, Peter. And a few drops of blood around the scene, and that was it. Something seemed to suck him dry. He was light like a bag of bones. I didn't know what to do, and I didn't know what to think about it. I just didn't tell no one. I came here, had him covered up in the cloth, and I rolled him into the morgue, and, well, he didn't do no autopsy. I just wrote some things and signed his name on it. And here, Peter, you motherfucker. Shut up.
I was waiting for the confidentiality agreement. I wanted to see the writing on it, and I wanted to bring that back.
That was what I was going to compare.
Yeah.
That kind of thing, that shouldn't see the light of day. Not in God's country, should it? Ain't nothing right about that.
Do I need a deception check on all men?
If you want. He takes another swig and he kind of like does this thing. He's like, Peter's Jacob still got the scotch. I need some more.
All right, I've a real fucking risky last play here. I am going to make a sudden movement as I go. You hear that? I know nothing. You haven't announced that anything's happening. I am looking down the hall as if I just heard something. As I do that, I want to gauge the other two.
Peter looks at you. He's like, I don't hear nothing. And Leland goes, hear what? I hear my ears beating.
Thought I heard something moving down the hall. I didn't know you had guests here. I didn't realize I might have been intruding.
What? No. Peter talks. Ain't no one should be here right now. It's just me, unless someone was here when Jacob left. But I don't think that's the case. Do you think someone's back there?
Do I want to bring Nix into an absolute fucking hellhole?
I'm sitting there, not fucking glassing the place and holding my walkie-talkie, like always double checking the keys, making sure they're set in the ignition, just like
a cigarette on each side of his mouth.
Oh, I've got like 3 cigarettes in my mouth. I'm just waiting for anything for anything.
Sure. I kind of want to play it risky.
Do what you
Above table, are you okay with me playing it risky?
Go do your thing, bud. I'm not. I'm here in support.
Leland look at you. He's like, I don't hear nothing. He'll pull his gun out. But he's like, you're CIA. Peter, get me that scotch.
I don't like him pulling his gun out. I'm gonna try and... Fuck. I think I'm gonna try to get out of here. God. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna say, well, if you're not expecting anybody, then, better to be safe. Deputy Leland, would you mind taking Mr. Wells outside for safety, making sure he's okay? And I'm gonna pull out my gun slowly. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna call for backup and check out the back, see if my associate might be around.
I'll get Brick on the head, see if he can get some people over here. Come on, Peter.
Fuck, that's more than I wanted. That's way more than I wanted. Shit. Okay, now I gotta fucking pivot. Deputy, you ever use that thing?
My gun? Once or twice.
Why don't we go check this out and have Mr. Wells stand out for safety? Or step out for safety.
Alright. Peter, get your ass out there.
How's Peter respond to that?
He looks confused. He's like, alright. I'm just gonna head out front, Leland.
Pull out walkie-talkie for sure before Mr. Wells leaves the building.
You very much should.
Yeah. I think I fucked this whole thing. I'm sorry. I'm gonna pull out walkie-talkie before Mr. Wells leaves the building, and I'm gonna go, Ksh. Donald, you nearby?
Yes, sir.
I know you were out there looking for Leland. You happened to meet me over here at the coroner's. If you're not too far, we have we might need to check out the bodies once more with the help of the assistants, as well as there might be an intruder in the back. We're gonna go check it out, but wouldn't mind waiting for you to get here. What's your ETA?
I can be there in 5.
I'm gonna look over at Leland. You wait 5?
I'll wait 5.
Could be nothing. No,
Hope
none
so.
of you heard it anyways. Just call me an old CIA spook scared of what might be.
All right. Just came here to make sure that damn body got buried.
Is the... What were they drinking again?
Scotch.
Scotch? Is the scotch nearby?
Peter never went to get it.
Is Peter outside now?
Peter's now outside. He's walking down towards the sidewalk. He looks a bit confused. Kind of has his arms crossed. Looks a bit worried.
I'm gonna look at him, try to read his body language as best as I can.
You see him now without his ball cap, short blonde hair.
I don't know how I would possibly be able to check this out with the binoculars or with anything. Does it look like a brand new cut? It depends on the length he gets it cut. There's a certain level if there is a fade, how short it is.
No, it's not that fresh. It's not that fresh.
It's not that fresh of a cut. Okay. I mean, Lawson died 2 weeks ago.
Run him over. Do it.
Does it look like could be a 2-week-old cut? I said 5 minutes. So I'm going to wait like 4 minutes. Do I see any pattern of behavior from Mr. Leland?
Arms
Oh,
crossed.
sorry, not.
Wells.
Wells. Arms crossed. Looks a little worried. Every once in a while, he looks back at the morgue.
One of the times that he looks back, I'm going to try to make it fairly quick that I get out of the car and make my way towards. Well, we're parked a distance away, right?
Not far, but yeah, a little bit.
So I would kind of go across the street. I would probably, one of the times he looks away, I will try to get the car. Well, no, because if I start the car, it's a distance where he'd hear the car start, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not quiet.
I don't want to start the car and get closer and then park the car.
It's a 1980. These are 98 cars too. They're not quiet.
Try my best to be relatively quiet. I'll get out of the car, close the door, and make my way towards them. Taking a moment when he looks away to try to make it so like it's not very obvious where I'm coming from. And I'll try to make it.
Okay.
Do the morgue.
He sees you 6 arms. No. Are you with the CIA?
I am the associate that's with the CIA, man.
Well, they're waiting for you in there.
Thank you very much. And as I probably do the same thing I did to whatever. As I'm kind of walking up, I'm looking at papers too.
Okay.
Walk in, go through the door, walk inside. What do I see?
You see Agent Upton alongside Deputy North, Leland North, and they're just waiting around looking down the hallway, I assume.
Both of your guns drawn?
Both guns drawn.
I walk in, I have my papers in my hands, like, do I also need to have my guns drawn?
Not necessarily. Me and the deputy are gonna go check this out. You want to just make sure Mr. Wells outside, that is the assistant, is all right?
Sure, I could do that.
I would stay inside though in case we need backup.
You want me to keep an eye on him?
Yeah.
All right.
You could argue back if you want. If you don't, if that sounds lame,
it's
you
fine.
don't want
It's
to do
fine.
it. No.
Gun drawn? I'll start folding my papers up.
We heard something in the back. We're not sure, but there's not supposed to be anything back there. I'm gonna just wide-eye you.
And I will take out my gun. All right, fellas. You be careful. Yell back if you need help.
We're gonna creep back.
Okay. You creep down the hall. Going past the
Looking at Mr. Wells.
the regular old morgue area where you might, show off coffins or whatnot. This is what your family could be buried in, or here's an urn. You could want to burn their ashes. You pass by that. You make it back to the more darker business area of this place. Place where the bodies are drained of blood and removed of their organs and put formaldehyde inside of them to preserve them and all that good stuff.
Turn the corner.
I'm so ready for it, yeah.
Turn the corner, and there's the door to the morgue.
Is there a window?
There's no window into the morgue, or no window on the door either.
Ear to door?
How long
This
has it
is
been?
you're going down the right hallway, right? He's going down the right hallway.
Yeah.
I'm going down the hallway that I heard a click
Okay,
from.
okay.
If anything, Leland's there. He might know how this place works.
Yeah.
You put your ear to the door, and you hear sounds like metal being clanked around, and then you hear the latch, and then some rolling sound.
Ain't nobody supposed to be here.
I hate that we have a deputy with us, not for the sake of solving the problem, but for the sake of a loose end that is not the Delta Green way.
I do.
But
not
I'm
wanna
already stuck
say
in this
anything.
situation.
Can I see them?
They turned the corner.
Okay.
You would remember that this hallway splits into two directions.
I am going to look over at Leland and do that like patting down, like get down, but not like crazy get down, just like quiet, you know what I mean? And then I'm going to reach my hand into my pocket and press the call button on my walkie-talkie.
Okay.
I will start to move quietly. Well, I don't have that much of a reason to move. Well, you haven't. I haven't heard the door open, correct?
No.
I know they're still down the hallway. I've heard the call button. I can make an assumption. Seeing Leland with the gun. I will go quietly.
Okay.
I will go quietly, and I will kind of make sure to turn the corner first with my eyes to see. It's them too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Down the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Perfectly lit.
Mm-hmm.
Is Leland behind you?
Yeah, I was at the door, so I imagine. I definitely want to be angled in a way. No, I don't. I think Leland's a homie now.
Does Leland's firearm look like it's at him in any way? Or is it down?
He has the gun. He's kind of just standing to the side with his gun pointed down. He doesn't look too... he does look a little bit confused as to...
That's fine.
How Upton is behaving.
All right,
He's also drunk.
I'm keeping an eye on him.
Might be beneficial that he's drunk. We should get him more drunk after this.
If we're alive, let's go. Let's see.
I got confidentiality agreements.
Give it to the monster that's in the morgue.
Excuse me, Mr. Monster. I want to let you know above table. Here's what Upton is prepared for in his mind. I don't remember the backstory. Did I see or no? I heard about someone dying or what should have been dying and getting back up. Essentially, I'm prepped for a zombie.
Okay.
Specifically.
Okay.
I'm prepped for a mingled corpse to be animated. That's what I'm prepped for. I don't know if it matters. I'm not necessarily looking for any advantage on an insanity check or anything. I'm just letting you know what's going through my head.
Okay.
Oh, if you saw a zombie, how much you'd be prepared to see a zombie? Still get a sanity check.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you staying back like that?
Yeah, when I peek the corner and I see that you are still in front of a door and Leland's behind you, nothing seems overtly aggressive. I'm just keeping an eye on the situation, ready to turn the corner.
Love it.
As soon as you open the door, I probably will change what I'm doing.
I'm going to reach for the handle. I'm going to open the door, only a crack, because I want to use the door as a barrier, as in it would have to be either slammed into and then closed on itself again, or it would have to be opened and I can't just be tackled.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm using it as like a little bit of a barrier so that I can peek inside to see what I'm going to see. I want it as a shield from the jump scare that's about to happen.
I want the music to lift.
I am not at all prepared to just like open fire. I'm trying to look using the door as a shield to buy me time to then ready myself later. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I cracked the door.
Okay. You crack the door open. From where you're standing, you see how wide is the door being cracked open?
2 inches.
Okay.
I also want to hear.
Okay. The lights are not on in the morgue.
Fucking of course not. Alexa.
You see only what the light from the hallway shows you. Perfect.
Dude, that is unbelievable that fucking beat happened. That's crazy.
Should just have the music recording. It's been
It
working
is
out.
recording.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's been working out this entire time. You see.
I can fucking see the beats floating.
You see the inside of the morgue from a 2-inch crack in the door. Barely any light shining in. You can see one of the doors where bodies would be held is swung open, but you can't see anything else.
Quietly. Deputy Leland, you might see something, and you might want to go get that scotch. You might not want to see something. I leave that to you. I'm about to make my move. Things are about to happen.
Shit. He starts to back up, and you'll see him fumbling for his radio.
I'm gonna pat him and be like, I wouldn't necessarily do that, not just yet.
I don't know what you CIA spooks are up to.
You're about to.
He kind of just pauses there.
The more people you bring in, the more people you are bringing into what we are about to see that I'm telling you, you don't want to. Don't do that to your people.
Whatever's in there, you shoot them dead.
Yes, sir.
He starts to back up some more.
Since we're having this conversation, I'm looking at him. Can I see? Can I see Yuli?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make eyes at Yuli to head down the hallway with me.
I'll turn the corner.
Yeah.
I'll head down the hallway. I can see the deputy looks nervous, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna as I come behind him, I'm gonna put a soft shoulder or a soft hand on his shoulder. It's all right.
It reeks of alcohol.
It's all right. Keep it steady. Keep it steady. I'm gonna kind of move past him a little bit. I'm actually gonna look on this person. Does he have a flashlight?
No.
He's a cop. Gotta have a flashlight. They have the big mag lights.
He's a deputy in a small town.
Yeah.
1998 Nokia brick phone. Have flashlight?
No.
Well, I'm not even sure if those things had a camera on them.
I'm not sure if those things are even backlit.
Okay.
I don't think so either.
You know what? I'm gonna say above table what I want to do. I'm not gonna do it for the sake of the fun. What I want to do is listen to see if any of those noises are somewhat far away and slip my hand in the door and see if I can find the light switch.
Okay.
But for the sake of fun, instead what I'm going to do is as soon as Yuli arrives, I'm going to just knock my gun on the door and not turn on the lights. Above table, as a player, what I want to do is turn on the lights.
Okay.
I think as the character, I don't want to put my hand in the doorway.
Okay.
I make noise.
All right. There's no reaction.
I let out a sigh of disappointment. I make a hand gesture over at Yuli to take a few steps back. And I am going to use my offhand to shove the door open and take a few steps back as well.
Okay.
Into the hall.
Okay.
It has to come out into the hall. Well, it doesn't have to do anything.
The light's gonna go.
Yeah, it doesn't have to do anything, but at least there's a corner between me and it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I do that.
Swing the door open. The light shines in. You get a better view of things. You see all 4 of the bottom rows of where those bodies are stored. All the doors are open. You'll see the half caved in skull of Lawson sort of just poking out where it's like the body was pushed back in, but the door wasn't closed. And then you'll see the body of, what's his name? Jimmy.
Jimmy? Yeah.
His rack is pulled out too. And then you'll see a third body between Lawson and Jimmy. Also, that rack is pulled out.
But there's nothing in the room that I can see?
Not from where you're standing.
I will creep back into the doorway and get full sight on the room.
Okay. You see the morgue as it was described earlier, just dark.
Mm-hmm.
There's space to your right. There's space to your left.
Mm-hmm.
You have those 4 boxes opened.
He's entering it now?
Is he?
Doorway.
The doorway. Do I have memories of where the lights would be? The light switch would be?
What's your intelligence?
Baseline is 16. Score. So 80 is my dice roll.
Yeah, they're right next to the door.
Can I get past, or can I start to move past you? Can I sneak kind of
I'll see you doing it, and I'll just kneel down so you have space to reach.
And then I'm gonna try to reach and hit the light where I think where I'm sure they are. I'm gonna try to do that. Can I do that?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Anything?
The room is fully lit. You guys are staring at a room that looks devoid of life and unlife, so you don't have to worry too much yet. But there are 3 bodies laying there
Laying there?
on their slabs.
Okay.
Slab's open.
Door's open. How big is this door?
That size.
Would there be space for something to be on the other side of that door?
Something could be directly behind it. But you've been here. You know that there's a desk. There's a small, curtain behind a desk. There's a closet. Storage closet where you got the bleach chemicals and where the evidence is stored. And
Is there an exit from this place in this?
in this room,
Yeah.
the only exit is the one that you're at.
No sounds, no movement.
No.
I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna go, hands up, and I go, try to point at directions.
Sure. I will creep into the room and look. I'm gonna creep into the room and look left. I don't know what the room looks like. So.
And whatever direction you're not looking, I will creep alongside you and pick the opposite.
So you look to the left and you see where the operating table is, where they place the body, do all the cutting, drain the blood, insert formaldehyde, all that stuff. There's the thing that weighs the organs to the side over there. And there's more room, and you can see closet, and then a metal door, which is probably a freezer, extra freezer just in case you need to store something or preserve something that's not body sized. And you look to the right, you look at the desk with all the papers and ledgers and all that stuff. There's the little curtain thing, the rack with the curtain on it. You don't see anything in here except for the bodies and the slabs.
Looking up and around.
Look up and around. There's nothing creeping along the walls. No mosquito things. No whatever monster that you were expecting. Give me
I was gonna. Yeah, go ahead.
an alertness. Or you could give me a search with a bonus of -20 if your alertness is at least 40.
My alertness is 40. Or sorry, my search is 40. My search is better than my alertness.
Okay.
Nothing for me.
2.
All right. As you look around, you see that there are some things knocked over, but you also notice that there's a lot of water spilt on the floor over by Lawson and the previously unseen body, the body that you'd never seen before.
A lot of water.
Water.
What is the hair color of the body that we've never seen before?
Gray. It is an elderly person.
Can I still being very alert, can I get closer to these bodies?
Mm-hmm.
Knowing how they were put in and put out, Lawson and Jimmy's bodies, do they look unmoved other than being taken out? Do they look like their positions have changed? Especially Lawson, considering his eyeball was barely hanging on. Is that eyeball still hanging on?
The eyeball's kind of rolled into the cavity. He's been moved slightly, but like it's his head that's like to the side, like a jar to the side.
Yeah.
Is there anything I would presume to have made that clicking sound while I had both Wells and
What's your criminology?
Water. This thing's water break.
10?
Roll for it.
No.
Could I, with my feet, kick in Lawson's thing, or the first one that I see?
That would be Jimmy's.
Jimmy's. Could I try to slide it in with my foot?
Mm-hmm.
Does it close all the way?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to the middle body. Does it close all the way?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to Lawson's. Does it close all the way?
Lawson's already pushed in.
Okay, so now
Head-
all of them
head
are closed.
clacked.
All of them are closed, correct? Did that make? Is there any noise coming in from inside?
Give me an alertness check.
Follow up. Are there other freezer doors that are not open?
There's a fourth one next to Jimmy's, and that's empty.
It's open and empty.
Yes.
What the fuck? Because you said I heard rolling around.
The water, does it look like it's come from a place?
It looks like, you know what? It looks like it was, there was water all over, what's his name, Lawson's body as well. When he closes those things shut, the sound that you heard, the rolling, that's the rollers from the beds, from the slabs.
That was it.
But there's fucking no one in here. I checked the ceiling.
Terrible alertness. It was an 88, so critical failure.
Yeah, you don't notice anything but the bodies. But this new mystery that's unraveled.
When I look, it fits the critical failure. I'm looking away from whatever's going on. I'm gonna look back at you. I'm gonna say out loud, there might be a chance whatever's in here is in these. One of these. Because there's no other place to really hide, right?
Lawson's is closed.
There's a freezer storage, and then there's the regular storage, and then there's like, you pulled bleach out of a storage closet here, and next to that storage closet is like a freezer.
Before we search anywhere else, I'm gonna gesture with my gun. Lawson's bed was closed. All three others were open. Well, I'm gonna stand back and point my gun at it, and you open it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around real quick. Is there anything I can use as a reaching implement to push or to pull open thing to not have me right there on it?
Probably like a shop broom and a mop.
I'll do that. I'll grab that and try to yank it open.
What are you yanking open?
Yeah,
Lawson's
thing.
drawer. It was the only one that was closed. It was closed on his skull.
It was pushed. His bed was pushed in,
Yeah.
and his skull was his head was just slightly to the side like this.
Yeah, it was like
Oh, but I could.
You couldn't push him in because his bed was already pushed in.
Yeah. It was the only one that was closed. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, you want to pull him out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you pull out Lawson's body.
Yeah.
As you pull him out, some water sloshes off of him.
Is there any smell from the water?
No.
This is water?
As far as you can tell, it's clear liquid.
I'm gonna.
Do you look hesitant about touching it?
I do.
I'll touch it.
Touch it. As I look into as I kind of pull back as a reach, are you gonna?
Yeah.
I go like this with your to smell it.
Touch and smell?
Smells like dead body.
Yeah, that makes sense. gonna look over at the freezer.
Yeah, open it up.
Something's in here. Something opened these things while I was speaking with the other two.
Still gun out. I was like, you want to open that one? I'll have something pointed, or if you're a better shot.
It's fine, I'll do it. Just taking risks for no reason. I'll walk over. I still have my gun in one hand, pointed as best I can. I'm gonna open it a crack. Again, trying to use it as a barrier and see if I can see inside at all.
Okay.
Imagine there's lights in the freezer.
Yeah, there's like a little window too. You could just look in.
Oh, okay. I'll do that first.
Just like, I guess, blood samples on racks.
Okay.
Not a lot of room to actually be in.
I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna look for the blood samples of Lawson and Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna remove them and creep back and hand those over to.
Is there a blood sample for Jimmy?
There's no blood sample for Jimmy.
Yes.
Okay.
There's just one for Lawson.
Mm-hmm.
You want this?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna look at the closet. Is the storage closet right?
Mm-hmm.
Same procedure.
If there's nothing in this, I'm shooting you. And then I will open the door.
Okay.
Open in or open out?
Out.
So towards me.
Towards you.
I will open up and step out of the way. If this door slams open, it won't slam into me.
Mm.
I open the closet.
Okay. You're hit with a waft of an acrid smell. And as you're looking, you'll see someone sort of sheepishly kneeling. In one hand, they have what looks like a glass pipe, and the other, a very shaky crossbow.
Huh?
What you doing in there, friend?
She replies, meth.
Fuck.
She is small of stature.
Jules?
She has blonde hair and pigtails, blue eyes, and oddly perfect teeth.
Jules?
How do you know my name?
Just a guess. Any reason I might ask why you're doing meth in a morgue?
Well, I wasn't doing it before you came in here. As she shakily kind of holds the crossbow in your direction.
I will put my gun.
What kind of glass vial is this? Or glass pipe?
Glass pipe.
Meth pipe.
Like a meth pipe.
Yeah.
Oh.
I will put my gun away. I make no gesture for you to do the same. And then I will put my hand up like...
I'll at least have the gun down. I'm
Sure.
not going to be pointing at her.
That's fine. I've tried the local stuff. It's pretty good. I might do the same in your position. Any reason, Jules, that you're creeping around morgue? Unbeknownst to the people who work here?
Putting an end to some business.
This the business of Lawson and Downs being dead?
Something like that.
Now,
She has long blonde hair.
I'm not...
Long-ish
ponytail
and
at
pigtails.
least. Yeah, or pigtails. Now, I'm not going to bother explaining my investigation to you. But based on your long blonde hair, I'm going to say that you were there on the night when it happened.
When what happened? When they killed Lawson?
I'm going to nod.
I was. Sorta.
Was it Leland and Wells?
You mean the mortician?
And the deputy?
It was a deputy, I can tell you that much.
Was it Leland?
I don't know. Couldn't see him very well.
As
Curly hair?
the very beginning of when Upton named the deputy, can I get an eye down the hallway of where Leland might be?
He's not down the hallway.
He's gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's never been in this room with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Curly hair?
We keep an eye down the hallway, too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was very high that night. Not my fault, though. I don't remember much. I just remember khaki shirt, khaki pants, brown. They killed Lawson.
There were multiple? Both deputies?
It's a deputy. Deputy's a deputy. Can't trust none of them.
But more than one?
I can't say.
At least one.
Definitely one.
And when you say you were only kinda there, you're referring to the meth?
I was parked down the way. Lawson was gonna get me some alcohol. Crashed my bike.
And some of your hair got pulled out, didn't it?
I went and go looking what happened. He was dead. And you see a tear rolling down her eye.
Sure. And someone attacked you when you went to go look? One of the deputies, I presume?
I ran crying. And then they killed Jimmy a few days later. But I saw it. Something tried to bite him. Vampires.
Did that something also have khakis on?
It's the same something that killed him. Smashed his head between that dumpster like a grate.
Mm-hmm. And you don't remember your hair getting pulled on?
Bent down to take a look. Pulled on my hair.
All right. And you, last time I'll ask this one, cannot remember whether it was one or two.
Can I make a human int on this shit?
Go ahead.
No. Move on.
I can't remember. I just can't trust them.
I myself am no fan of sheriffs and deputies. I understand that.
They said Leland found Jimmy. I ain't trusting him.
Nor do I. At least not anymore. You have any inclination of what other deputy it might have been? If it wasn't Leland? Perhaps. One moment. Liam? Think about their height. Think about their build.
I don't know if it was Leland. I don't know if it was Liam.
Any deputies you trust the least? Any reason why any of them specifically would go after Lawson?
'Cause he was a dick. He was good to me, though.
I'm sure he was.
Any of them could be one of them.
Well, I will tell you that you are in a bad situation, not from us, but there are deputies on the premises. I've warned them not to call for backup, so I'm hoping that has not happened. I'm going to look over at, Uli. Did you see a back door out this place?
Not in this room.
In any room?
The back door's down the hallway. It's how I got in here.
So, we are going to depart from this room, and I am going to distract the deputy and let you get out of here. I am helping you here. I would like to talk to you again when that meth's run its course in your system to try and help you to take care of those that killed Lawson. Dick or not, he did not deserve that. And you don't deserve to have someone that isn't good to you. Yuli, do you have any more questions for this young lady before we get her out of here?
So I'm so confused. The water on the ground was coming off the bodies, and
Just Lawson's.
Just Lawson's. And when we opened up the closet door, she smelled of acrid death.
She smelled of meth.
Oh, she smelled the meth. I thought you said death.
It said acrid.
Sorry, I was...
Burning stuff. And sour.
The water, he smelled it. It just smelled like water, right?
Smelled like a dead body.
Oh, it smelled like a dead body.
Because it's been on the body. It probably smells like formaldehyde, if anything.
I just don't know what the water is. Because dead bodies don't puss out water, right?
No.
Even if you were to, like, jump on it or something, they don't just puss out water.
No. Unless you pulled it out of a river.
Yeah. I will say, Jules, do you know what all this water is?
Yeah, it's holy water.
But I figured. Where'd you get the holy water from?
Church.
You just take it out the pew or out of the supply on the front?
Yeah.
All right.
Yuli, my intention here is to write a note, an anonymous letter of whoever was back here, saying what was said, not naming any names, and handing that over to the deputy to gauge his reaction. Are you comfortable with that?
Considering the deputy has left the premises, at least in the immediate premises, I could say he has some level of either shyness or he wanted to get out of here.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Jules, but Liam, or rather Liam's brother Cameron, had a dispute with Lawson. At least Liam is a deputy, and that might be reason enough to go after him. Why they went after Jimmy, I have no idea. But I don't think Leland is our only suspect here. I do want to gauge his reaction.
I'll follow your lead.
Jules? You about ready to get out of here? You think you could do so quietly through the back and get yourself back home? I'm assuming you live in a trailer park up north?
Nah, I took the trailer and left. You want to find me, just go down there and I'll wait for you.
Then we will do it that ways.
Where'd you leave to?
Further north. Away from this place.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to write that. I'm going to start writing that note. I do have notes.
My knowledge of biology, let's say, that's the best thing I could do. Maybe even forensics too. One of the things that you pointed out was that she has like immaculate teeth.
Mm-hmm.
She's a meth head. Do meth heads have good teeth?
Mm-mm.
It's notoriously known to have bad teeth, right?
Mm-hmm. The meth leaches calcium from the teeth.
I believe it was also said that she wasn't always naughty. I don't know if that means anything. And I could be wrong about that.
I am so highly suspicious of this Jules character.
It's so funny that I'm not.
I am the
It's
most
fine.
suspicious.
You don't have to like my plan, and you can dispute it.
It's fine. I am just... I have a red flag on her.
Mm-hmm.
Just a crossbow in her hand.
Yes.
Perfect teeth. Okay. I'm going to... If you guys are starting to make your move out, if she's going to start leaving, I'm going to let her be the middle between you and me.
Sure.
And I'm going to fucking search forensic. I'm going to look this bitch up and down as she's in my eyesight. I don't know what I'm going to see.
So you keep your eye on this tiny, blonde, pigtailed meth head with a crossbow. And as you let her get out of the closet, yeah?
Yeah.
She reaches for a duffel bag, and she slings it over her shoulder, and she starts walking towards the door and stops. Like, wait, I still have business here. And she unzips the duffel bag and pulls out a wooden stake, and goes over to Jimmy, And she just kind of hesitates for a bit and slams it into his chest and backs up. All right. He's not out there, is he?
I will walk out first. If he is, I'm going to distract him.
Okay. You walk out. You look down the hall. Leon's not here. He's not down the hall, at least.
Sure.
Okay. She walks past. She goes down the other hallway, and she starts to fiddle with the door. Opens it.
I'm following her as she's leaving.
And
I'm going the other way to try to be a distraction.
tomorrow, noon, I'll find you. Nielsen's.
What was the last word?
Nielsen's.
Nielsen's.
That's the trailer park.
Okay.
And she closes the door.
Anything I notice about her behavior, how she moved?
She's jittery.
Tweaking.
She's jittery. If you want to run another human, you could try.
Did the teeth seem fake? As I got closer to her, did it seem like chiclets? Like
They're
fake teeth?
definitely fake teeth.
Ah. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. All right, she leaves.
Okay.
Shoot her in the back of the head.
Granted, the stake in the heart thing, 100% my thought too to do when I was inside the coroner's office. I was like, I wouldn't mind staking this dude's heart, but I was like, I don't want to do that. That's going to be weird. I'll let the weird girl do it.
Closes the door.
Go to front, look for Leland.
All right. You go look for Leland. He is in what's his name's office? Wilson's office. He's sitting at Wilson's desk. He has the bottle of scotch and he's drinking straight from it.
Sure.
Are you going in there?
Yeah, I'm going to approach him.
I'm going to look out the front. Is Wells still there?
Yeah, Wells is pacing back and forth down the sidewalk.
Still looks confused or weirded out?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to follow you to where Leland is. All right, we go in there?
Sure. I'm going to tell Leland, well, there was definitely someone back there.
He jolts up as you say something. He's like, whoa.
It's all right.
What was in there?
You can put your gun back on, safety. No one's here now.
He reaches for the gun on the desk and just clicks it, puts it in his holster. What did you find?
Well, someone was messing with the bodies. There was water thrown on them. I imagine only to sanctify them, as there was also a stake through the heart of Mr. Downs.
You hear a huge sigh come out of his mouth. Son of a bitch. Goddamn devils come to haunt me, I swear to God.
What was that?
Goddamn devils come to haunt me, I swear to God.
I feel like we didn't get to finish our conversation earlier. What is it that you saw, Leland? I could better help you if I know what you think might be going on.
I think some sort of demon's coming around hunting people, that's what I think. Hoping.
Did you see anything?
I didn't see nothing, I just saw the body. He was shoved between the dumpster and the wall and drained dry. It's what it was. It's just drained dry. I was hoping this would all just blow over.
You came after the fact you didn't see it in action.
I didn't see no death happen. I just saw the aftermath.
Does it seem like drunken honesty?
Yes.
Do you have anything, Leland, that'll help us figure out what's going on in your town?
If I had something, I'd have an answer.
I know, I'm just
When I
asking.
found to shoot the damn thing, knew I should have told Brick. This is all fucked up.
Actually, on that, Deputy Leland, amongst the things we found back there was a note. Now, I want you to read that note, but but I will be taking it back because I want you to understand the words that I have to say after you read it. I'm going to hand him the note. The note implies, by happenstance, the devilish shit that he suspects going on. Something being a monster and killing Lawson, and it being spotted. There was a witness, and the thing had on the deputy khakis. Or I'm just going to say law khakis. I don't necessarily... I guess I still want to judge his reaction overall, but also I just want him to read it with those implications.
Okay.
Okay. What's his reaction as he's reading it?
At first, he looks disturbed, of course.
Sure.
Devil shit. And then his eyes kind of wide. He's like, fuck no. Ain't no deputies doing. We're on the right side of the law.
Well, I know for a fact you are, Deputy Leland, and I'm not accusing anyone of anything. You remember when we were in the front with Mr. Wells, I was telling you that this is confidential? This does seem to track with what we have been investigating. And I'm not saying any of your deputies or your sheriff are involved, but what might be happening is impersonation of a kind. Now that is risky business, because if you go and you report this, that might put you at the devil's risk. If you really want this devil out of your town, you keep this between you, Mr. Wells, and Mr. Wilson, while me and my associate here continue to handle the situation. But, based on this letter, if you let that out, if you tell someone about this, the repercussions aren't going to come from me. I am not threatening you. Whatever this devil is, that is what's going to come for you. And I don't know if you would look like Mr. Downs or Mr. Lawson at the end, but I don't think you won either.
He jolts up in his seat, looks for the wasteback and throws up in it.
I'll give him time to finish that.
He retches a bit.
Now,
he gets back up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't want to be part of none of this shit.
What I'm specifically asking you is to not be a part of none of this shit.
I ain't gonna be a part of none of this shit. I'm going home.
Go home, stay home, take some sick days. You're not feeling well.
I'm not feeling well at all.
Get a bottle on your way home.
I got a bottle in my hand now.
Perfect. You keep that bottle. I'll replace it for you for Mr. Wilson. All right? You take that home. You don't speak to anyone. Anyone says anything, you're not feeling well.
I'm not feeling well. I ain't leaving my house. God damn it.
You keep yourself safe, Leland, and I promise you this nightmare will be over.
He gets up before you even finish what you're saying and tries to just push past to the door.
I'll step out of the way.
Okay.
Yuli, you stopping him? You want to say anything to him?
Oh, I pressed a gun against his forehead.
I stab him in the heart with the stake.
You don't fucking leave right now. So you tell me everything.
Are you a mosquito?
You scared, boy?
I let him leave.
He leaves.
I will debrief Wells in a similar fashion, but without the note, emphasizing the importance of confidentiality. Unless you want to play through this. No? Emphasizing the importance of confidentiality, emphasizing that there was a note, and that it did imply the need to keep this quiet for now. Otherwise, whatever is causing this is going to, exacerbate.
Mm-hmm.
And I want him to not tell nobody nothing.
He has a similar-ish response as Leland, but he's sober. He takes it a little more, I don't want to say seriously, but maturely, soundly, I guess you could say.
I will tell him that he we don't think he's in danger. He can go about his business if he feels up to it. This is where things are ending up. It is not where things are happening. So just go about his business. If he needs to lean on anyone, lean on Wilson. And then I will depart.
Okay.
Can we depart safely to our car?
You both die.
Would you want to depart safely to the car, or do you need to do something here? Okay. When we get in the car, and we go, I think Liam is our Skeeto.
All right. Well, what happened in there? I showed up to guns drawn. What was that conversation about? What?
Well, Leland came in with the body, saw what had happened to it, put it onto Wells. Wells looked distraught. They didn't investigate, or they didn't embalm or anything the body. Instead, they got shit-faced. Leland signed the paperwork, and that's why nothing has happened with the body, as far as my understanding. I don't know how much of that is true.
Do you get these fellas to sign NDAs?
Not Leland, though I think that there's enough piss in his pants to not talk to anybody.
Oh, she got Wells?
Wells signed one. Wilson signed one.
Can I see it?
Sure. I'll hand it
look at
over.
It's very distinctly different than...
It looks like it's trying to be a signature. Or no, Wells' signature looks, distinctly different from the one that you saw earlier.
Yeah.
The one that you saw earlier, if you think back to it, it looks like it's trying to be the same, but it's not.
Yeah. It was a crude attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Leland is a drunk who has gotten himself deep into something he shouldn't have. I think Wells is just a coroner assistant. I think Wilson is just a coroner. And I think Liam, in defense of his brother, has gone after Lawson. And Liam is built like a pig mosquito truck. When he wants to be.
All right.
I think the meth head might have more answers when she's more clear of mind, but otherwise has just been the unfortunate widow of Mr. Lawson and saw things that she shouldn't to make her think something unholy is going on. And I think Liam is our target, though I don't know why he would have gone after Jimmy. And I don't know how a woman is tied to this, smearing makeup all over Jimmy before he died. But potentially that woman and Liam are the same person. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, I got
inklings.
I don't know. I was expecting the big showdown to happen back there. Some monster creeping around in the morgue for some reason. I do appreciate the little lady stake in the heart. I had the same thought.
Part of what makes me think that she's innocent in this is, if she was involved, why would she be trying to sanctify a body?
Yeah, she may be a little stirred up in the head, but she might not be what we're looking for. Leland just seems like a drunkard. He didn't leave out of trying to hide business. He left to go fetch some alcohol. I thought maybe he was trying to escape. And Wells being outside, just pacing about, confused, means he's probably also, I agree with you on the analysis of
I originally thought Wells
and the girl probably not being involved.
I originally thought Wells was our suspect, but I felt pretty at risk, if I'm being honest, as he multiple times wanted me to go look at the bodies unprompted and didn't really like taking no for an answer, but come to find out he had never looked at the bodies. I'm assuming that's why he was doing that.
Maybe. Well, I guess we got a date with the little girl tomorrow.
We also need to get eyes on Liam.
If we want to, we could go see if we can spot him somewhere.
Also, as a last resort, that I don't want to do and maybe want to get the fuck out of this town before we have to go to last resorts and just report what we've already seen, we could just start a confrontation with Liam in private. And maybe we find our mosquito person.
Maybe.
I'm not inclined to do that first thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think let's see if we could find Liam somewhere. See what he's up to. And then, yeah, the date with the little girl. See what she knows. I don't know how much more she's going to be able to tell us.
Maybe, with a clear mind, she could.
Well, we got a lot of notes.
Cigarette?
I imagine at this point I've already got one lit. All right. Well, scout around for Liam.
Drive around looking for Liam. And I think that's what we will do, is just drive around looking for Liam.
All right, you guys go out looking for Liam. I think that's a place to end this session.
Yep. Session 2. The plot thickens. I fully thought that we were going to get in a nightmarish battle with zombies and shit. Instead, there's just a meth head in the closet.
You said the first one was supposed to be lower level, easier. You know, I wasn't going to throw zombies at you guys.
I was fully expecting some sort of massive bug creature crawling around in the morgue that Wells was hiding. To when he was like, "Hey, just go in the back." I'm telling you,
he asked me to go in the back way too many times.
So I thought he was
twice,
just gonna, like,
way too many.
I thought you were gonna open up the morgue door. He was just gonna like kick you in there and try to close the door behind as you just got eaten alive by a mosquito monster.
I didn't think that. I thought he was gonna take me into private, transform, and kill the living fuck out of me. Which is why I was like, "Nah, that's okay. I don't know anything about bodies, anyways." No, that's okay. Stop asking.
All right, well.
I will say, perpetual problem with splitting the party is like, I was very conscious of the fact that you were just stuck in the car the whole time.
No.
I know you were fine.
I was fine.
But I was just very conscious about that because I was like, there's so much happening. It's such great RP. It was such a good, tense, fucking moment. I wish you were able to be a part of it.
Sov, I have absolutely, in that moment, I had absolutely no problem with if the game was you stuck in what I would hate to be stuck in a very high tension moment where anything you do would potentially lead you down multiple routes.
Oh my God, the police almost got called.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
That was a solid pivot, right?
Yes.
That was a solid pivot.
Yes.
I love seeing somebody else having to deal with that. Also, part of me does love the idea that the way this game would have ended would have been you going to the back as Wells feeds you to a mosquito monster.
Yeah.
As he and Leland walk out with big smiles on their face, drinking a glass on the stairs and going, "Well, we did a good job getting rid of that guy." And me and my car just... I drive out of town.
I wanted to make the joke as soon as we left, where like I went to Leland and I made him all of these I went to the girl, had an appointment scheduled with her to help her seek justice for her dead boyfriend, and then I went to Leland and I told him I was going to rid his town of the devil, and then I went to Wells and made similar promises of like, you gotta keep this quiet or we won't be able to solve this for you. We got this. You just keep your head down and we will figure this out. Just promising all three of those people, and then getting back in the car with you and being like, "Well, I think it's a cult and that was the job, right? Let's just report this and leave."
It was also like the when you were, God, we're doing like...
It's fine. We'll wrap it up quick.
Yeah. It was like the way Leland was talking, and the way like Wells was like, shut up, Leland. Like it felt like that.
It was the opposite. It was Leland telling Peter to shut up.
No, I know, but when I was listening, it sounded like because Leland didn't know what was, or Wells had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
Taking at face value what we heard.
Yeah.
And Leland being beat up about what's going on, and he doesn't understand. He said it to you, which is like he just wanted to make sure the body was dead.
Yeah.
Like he was just coming back constantly to make sure that it wasn't like a reanimating corpse, or like that the body was being dealt with. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. I thought I had ideas.
I still have ideas. I feel like we're back to I feel like we did such a solid job of finding out so much information, and all of the information has led us to. Now we gotta find where information is, wherever that might live. But we have leads.
I just keep trying to think about how different this would be if you guys just went into different places at different times.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It's really funny. And also, I'm really glad you turned the lights on before you opened the closet, because that crossbow bolt was going to go off in your chest.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. When you were...
I feel like we handled that pretty well.
Yeah.
When you were making your way into the morgue, and it was like, are you just gonna go in blind? I was like, oh, don't do that. Let me turn the lights on. Like, even if it was like I would have gotten hurt by turning the lights on. Mosquito monster fucking attacked me. It's like, no.
Oh, it worked out better me keeping guard than you.
Yeah, turn the lights on.
Yeah.
But I was also expecting something to have crawled its way into one of the morgue bodies, like behind it, which is why I closed them.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting to try to attempt to close one of the morgue doors, and it didn't close all the way. As something crawled into the back, and I don't know, man.
God,
I can't wait for the next one.
I enjoyed that RP so much. I enjoyed the RP of, like, everything was just constantly, like, I was being invited to the back to be massacred. Didn't like that very much. Was trying to navigate that. Meanwhile, the deputy's constantly just trying to call the cops. Didn't like that going on. It was very hard to kind of keep everything okay for us to be able to continue to operate in the town.
Oh yeah, again, my preference. I get solo time with the handler, and all it is I'm examining a dead body in multiple different ways. I have no threats, nothing. There's no decision I'm gonna make that is gonna be like, oh, I've completely turned the whole situation upside
I almost
down.
ruined the campaign like 3 different ways.
Oh yeah. Your private time was like teeth clenching. Did I just make a mistake? Okay, I got out of that. Did I just make a mistake? Okay, did I just make a mistake? Oh, Jesus fuck. Just this like sheer panic decisions being made all the time. Like, that's not me.
The best part is because you're the CDC guy. You're like the lab tech jockey.
Yeah.
And then he's over here. He's the CIA, lives on the seat of, danger off in some other country all the time. And he's doing that here.
That was fun.
Gorgeous. All right. Thank you for listening to System Exploration by Unfortunate Ones. I'm Sov.
I'm Nix.
And I'm Graythorn.
And we will see you for session 3 of, what did we say? Square Dance in the Alley?
Yeah, Square Dance in the Alley.
Square Dance in the Alley. See you then.